Make this the summer event with a new 2023 Jeep or new 2023 Ram truck from Acre Automotive. Right now, choose from a big selection of new 2023 Jeep Cherokees, Grand Cherokees, Wranglers, Gladiators, or Wagoneers. Or if you're thinking truck, Acres have a nice selection of new 2023 Ram half-ton, three-quarter-ton, and one-ton trucks. See Kevin Milburn, Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, or Dan Rubel at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, 1407 North Lincoln in Greensburg.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
This is Michelle Gauck with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us here on Tree Country 1330 Sports. John Dooley, Gary Bailey here on the call. Also, Morgan Schofield. I'm not even sure why Morgan's here, Gary, because we can just do this all ourselves, can't we?
Well, we needed a few minor pointers here, but we did most of it today.
We hooked this stuff. I'm so proud.
Morgan's going to leave us for a week or two, and we're going to be left out in the cold, so we're trying to pay attention.
You're going to be in a beauty contest? Is that right? She's trying to find her microphone. Anyway,
trying to find that. Yes, I'm going to be participating in the Miss Tree City contest. In that the crowning is on the 15th.
Where can we vote? Can we vote? Can me and Gary vote?
I don't think you guys can vote, but if you did, I know you'd vote Schofield.
Bet.
You know, my first job at WTRE was covering the Miss Decatur County contest.
Oh, isn't that the wolf watching the
yes.
henhouse?
I will say it's a fan favorite. A couple years ago, me and Abby Schumann did the Miss Decatur County contest, and we decided right at the beginning that we were going to start sounding like the Toddlers and Tiaras judges. Yeah. And so the entire time, and people were calling the station saying we were hysterical, like the whole time, and we did not even realize like that we were doing it completely and fully.
All right.
Oh, you're good.
All right, very good.
And then on the 22nd, I'm leaving you to go to Greta Van Fleet. So
that's right.
That's not a good enough excuse.
I think it is.
All right. Well, Gary, let's take what about our venue? Where are we at here today?
Well, Connersville High School up north here a little bit. We are a conference opponent here tonight at the Spartan Field. It's just grass, Doc. Have you ever seen anything like it? Yeah. On the real turf here, they have the field looking really nice.
For grass.
And we're in a air-conditioned press box tonight, so don't worry about us. We are quite comfortable this evening.
We are, actually. And tell you what, Greensburg got roughed up last week, Gary. Let's face it. It wasn't our best outing for sure.
Yep, that's being kind. Greenfield came in, and they were heavy favorites, and they lived up to their billing.
Connersville last week, Franklin County right here on this field had a good ball game, but it was Franklin County getting the better of the Spartans last week. This Connersville's now evened out their record at 1-1. Their first week they were victorious against Richmond 19-13, and last week lost right here on this field here at Connersville 35-26. And Pirates, of course, Gary, that first game against Shelbyville, it was a home opener for the season. and it was also the inaugural game there for the artificial turf. It was a 39-14 Shelbyville win, and last week, it was rough. It was 41-0 at halftime, and Greenfield Central goes on to win after the running clock, 57-0. Pirates right now, Gary, stand at 0-2 on the year.
Yep, certainly looking to right that ship, to pardon the pun. And Wes Anderson, you'll hear in the coach's show, he sounds very upbeat. They had a nice week, as you'll hear, and he's convinced they can get it done.
All right, Gary, tell us about these two coaches.
Well, we can do that. Ryan Lynch, fairly new. Both coaches here fairly new. Ryan Lynch is in his second year. Both of them spent here at Connersville. His record stands right now at 8-6. Wes Anderson, Doc said 0-2 in his first year as a head coach. Now, he's been coaching on the sideline here for about 19 years, the last 10 or so at New Pal. So, he's used to and accustomed to winning, so he's really chomping at the bit to get to that first victory here at Greensburg. So those are the two coaches. Connersville's, they're ranked 50th in 4A, 204th overall in the state. Greensburg is 236th overall, 51st in 3A. So 204th Connersville, 236th overall. So kind of evenly matched here, if you will, Doc, at least on paper.
Looks to be. In fact, Greensburg Pirates, Gary, blue and white, 3A members of the Eastern Indiana Athletic Conference, and Connersville red and white, 4A members of the EIAC. Although I think that switches next. No, it won't switch. Connersville will still be in the big school division.
So this is not a conference game then, is that right?
This is not a conference game, right.
Okay.
So the Pirates, for football, for classification in sports, the official enrollment for Greensburg, according to the IHSA, 694, for Connersville, 955. Coach, as we mentioned, Wes Anderson for the Pirates, athletic director, you know him well, it's Stacy Meyer. Mike Myers, the principal, guy we've known for years, but now he's our principal, Gary, and superintendent for quite some time, Tom Hunter. It's again, Ryan Lynch, the coach here for Connersville. Andrea Van Meter is their athletic director. Carrie Flume is the principal, and Scott Collins the superintendent. So we've done all our necessities there, Gary.
There you go. Got them covered. Got them mentioned. Got them covered. Got some other ball games here tonight, Doc?
We do. Tell us about it.
All right, we can do that. Batesville is on the road at South Dearborn. Batesville 2-0 on the year here as they travel to South Dearborn, who is 1-1. Cincinnati Moeller at East Central. Cincinnati Moeller. Yeah, at one point, Cincinnati Moeller was the class of Ohio football. Not so much in the last decade or so, but still a formidable opponent for the Trojans there tonight.
Yeah. And the Moeller got beat last week by Ben Davis.
Is that right?
That's right.
Lawrenceburg at Milan. Eastern Hancock is at Centerville. Monroe Central. I'll tell you, Monroe Central and North Decatur, they've had a game now for the last 5 or 6 years. It's a long drive, but Monroe Central is at North Decatur. Shenandoah is at LaPel. Edinburgh travels to South Decatur. Delta's at Shelbyville. Mount Vernon is at Greenfield. Be interesting to see how that game comes out. Southport at Columbus North. Columbus East at Seymour. Jennings County at New Albany. And Triton Central, number 1 in 2A, is at Lutheran, number 1 in 1A. That'll be an interesting game.
That's a conference game for those two teams. And my recollection is I looked up over the last 11 years, I think Triton Central's won 6 times and Lutheran's 5 times. That's been a good rivalry between those two conference opponents right there.
Wow. Well, if you hear that, we are seated right underneath the PA speaker. Hopefully you're not hearing that very well, but if you are, that's what it is. We're directly under the PA speaker here.
All right, well, it's Greensburg at Connersville in football tonight. We'll leave you for a couple minutes. We'll come back. Gary will talk with Wes Anderson, the head coach here with the Pirates, when we return. You're listening to Tree Country 1330 Sports.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's used car superstore, Buy Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy Right Auto, Greensburg's used car superstore.
Decatur County Recycling. Do you have a question about recycling?
How do I dispose of sharps? Can glass and plastic bottles be recycled? How do I dispose of tires and household hazardous waste? Is there somewhere I can take my recyclables? Those are questions for Decatur County Recycling. You can find more online at www.decaturcountysolidwaste.com. Decatur County Recycling, assisting the community in reducing the amount of material taken to the landfill.
We're speaking with Wes Anderson, head coach of the Greensburg Pirates, coach here at Connersville, and the Spartans, they let one get away from them last week.
Yeah, it really kind of did. Although I thought Franklin County really played well in that game, despite, they've lost their quarterback for the season. But, Franklin County really played well in that second half, too. So I think a couple of decent teams here in the EIAC, Connersville and Franklin County. So we're sure going to have our work cut out for us tonight.
Tell the folks back home, what do you expect here out of the Spartans?
Well, a little bit different than what we saw a year ago. Quarterback graduated. The really good fullback graduated as well. 28 is gone. And a little bit different offense tonight, so they're going to be in the eye, we think, most of the time. Defensively, going to play a hard 50 like we talked about at the post game last week, which we're excited about because that's pretty much all we're going to see for the next month. So the tailback, number 4, Buchanan, really good player, really, really good athlete. We're going to have to keep him contained and make sure we get him tackled to the ground. They're going to run it a ton. They're not going to throw it very much, and when they do, they're going to throw the ball pretty short. So try to keep everything in front of us, make tackles, keep them in second and long, third and long.
All different strategies, different formations, and what you're used to from the Hoosier Heritage the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. Certainly very little spread here, only when they really, really need it. Though we are going to see a lot of veer tonight, which is kind of what Greenfield did to us last week, just from a little bit different formation from the flex bone and not from the traditional old school I formation.
So we got roughed up a little bit last week. What was the mood of the troops coming back to work on Monday?
Well, we had a conversation Friday night in the postgame huddle, and then again on Saturday morning in our film session that basically was, we're not preparing the right way. And I told you guys at the end last week, I felt like we probably had one of the worst weeks of practice we'd had since I got hired. And we really focused this week on our practice habits and how we prepare and how we study for opponents and how we watch film and, how we look at our scouting report and all those things. And I'll tell you, I really thought we had a really, really great week. Last week I thought was the worst week. This week's probably the best week that we've had since I got hired. So I think the boys are dialed in. The plan is really, really simple. We kind of went back to basics, especially on offense, and just try to get good at the stuff that we know we're really going to need. And we had a really sharp week execution-wise. I think our mood was much improved, and we were a lot more excited to be on a practice field, which I hope translates to us being excited to be on a field tonight.
Very good. It just takes time to develop that culture, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, and we're all trying to adjust to each other. Obviously, I've got a different way of doing things than Coach Moore did, and I'm sure some of those are right and some of those are wrong, and that's just kind of how things go. But I think there's been a lot of that adjustment period in terms of my expectations and how we're going to do things, and a lot more of that preparation work now falls on the players, and I want them to do that stuff on their own, and they've got to learn how to do that and how to do that properly. So, there's just some adjustment to it, but like I said, I think this week's been really, really good. Okay, very good. We're looking for a good ball game here tonight. Grass turf. We say we're kind of joking. It's kind of quaint, isn't it, since we got our own artificial turf. But final thoughts before we kick off, Coach? I'm really excited. Like I said, a really good week, and really, really going to push the boys tonight to play their best. And I really don't think we've done that other than a few drives in the third quarter against Shelbyville week 1. We've really not played to our potential yet. So that's the message tonight is come out, just be physical, play fast. We're going to keep things really simple tonight and just try to execute and get out of here with a win. All right, Coach, good luck to you and the Pirates here tonight. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. All right, that Wes Anderson, head coach of the Greensburg Pirates on that one, Gary, and talk about pregame. And looks like he's had a week to reset his frame of mind and the frame of mind of the players and get back at it here in week 3. Yep, Pirates have won the toss, and they are going to take the ball, Doc. Well, there you go. So, as he said, the best week of practice he's had since he's been here, and he's expecting big things out of them. And like he said, he just wants to see them play to their potential, and he doesn't think he's seen that yet. So tonight, hopefully that's the night. Looks like Reed Hungerford, Owen Meadows, Braden Rankin, and Caden Acton were the captains out on the field for the Pirates, Gary. Yep. As I said, the Pirates did win the toss. They're going to receive the ball. They'll get the ball first here to kick this thing off. Clock has been set to 12. We're just moments away from kickoff here on the road at Connersville, the first home game or the first road game for the Pirates this year. As it's nice this year, Doc. 6 out of the 9 games this year are at home. That's right, but not tonight. Not tonight, but it's a beautiful night for football. We're going to bring it to you. If you can't be here, we be here for you. There you go. That's our motto. Morgan is a proud mama here. We set the equipment up, and every time
with each click where we plugged the thing in the right place,
she
was
giddy.
beaming with pride.
She was giddy.
Yeah.
What can I say? I appreciate people who listen.
Yeah, we listen.
All right. Well, again, Pirates will have the ball first. Always in the past, it's always most teams. Now, there's no right or wrong to this. Most teams would like to defer and go on defense first, so they'll have the ball to start the second half. But, there's no right or wrong to that, Gary.
No right or wrong. It's a matter of preference. And if I were a coach, I'd want the ball first. That's just my philosophy on it.
All right. How much football have you coached, Gary?
Probably as much as you.
Okay, here we go. There's the Connersville kickoff. It's in the air. We're in play. Caught at the 12-yard line.
Acton.
The return is on. It is Caden Acton. Go up the left side. He's got some running room. He's
gain.
at midfield and spilled just past midfield. He gets to almost the 47-yard line where the Pirates will set up shop 1st and 10. Good return for Caden Acton.
Yep, I've said it before. If your kicker has to make the stop, it wasn't a good return for your team, and the kicker there was the only one between Caden Acton and a touchdown, but he was able to make the stop. But, again, Pirates might be the best field position they've had in 2 weeks, Doc.
Yep, they'll start at Connersville's 48-yard line. 1st and 10, the good guys. Good guys wearing what colors tonight, Gary?
Blue and white. Coach told us after the radio interview that he was going to keep it simple with just a few plays tonight, so we'll see.
Now you have multiple formations, but here we go. It's Caden Acton with the ball, goes to the right side, has running room. He's got a first down and more, still on his feet, finally brought down, but you got to almost the 20-yard line. Let's call it the 21-yard line. If so, a 27-yard pickup on first down.
Yep, the biggest play from scrimmage of the year, I believe, for Greensburg right off the bat there for Caden Acton. First down.
That's more yards than he got all last week.
It might be more than the teams got all last week.
Okay.
All right, so here we go.
All right. Braden LaPlanet, the quarterback from the gun. They'll hand it to Caden Acton again, and this time he'll pick up short yardage, maybe a couple.
Yep. Not the same results. Same play, not the same results, but he does get positive yards, 1 or 2.
Coach told us before the season starts, if they have a successful play, they like to go right back to it. Are you going to give 1 or 2, Gary?
I'm going to give him 2.
All right, we'll do that. He likes to run the play until they stop it.
Same thing. He went the other way, though. Acton.
Still on his feet. And gets down. Gary, this is really close to a first down. He's right at, the 10-yard line?
He's just shy. They're going to stop the clock. Nope. First down, Doc.
Will it be first and goal? Looks really close to the 10.
Yep.
It is first and goal from the 10.
What did he get there then?
Well, he would have gotten
8, 9.
I'll figure that out for you in a moment. You got 8. Got 8 yards on the carry. So here we go. First and goal, the Pirates. They're on the Connersville 10-yard line. Got a spread field, and this one goes to Braden Rankin. Am I correct?
No, it's Acton again.
Is it Acton once again?
Yep.
And he'll get down to about the 6-yard line, about 4 yards on first down.
There was a Connersville defender that came streaking in there and just went right by him. He could have made the stop behind the line of scrimmage, but just went right by him.
Second and goal from the 6.
That's Rankin.
Rankin again, 32. And is it a touchdown? The Pirates say it is. The officials say it is.
It is.
And that's it. Pirates cover the yardage here in just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plays. Touchdown, Greensburg.
I got 5 plays, Doc. Did I miss one?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, 5 plays. That's what I said.
Okay. So it is a touchdown. Pirates draw first blood here, if you will.
And that was Caden. No, it was Rankin.
Yep. What did he do? 6 yards, you said?
6 yards for the touchdown for Braden Rankin.
All right. Right down the field go the Pirates. And
Owen Meadows will hold, and the freshman Jacoby Miller will kick the extra point. Had to familiarize myself with that, Gary, because we didn't see him last week. There was no extra point attempts.
You're right. Pirates short one member of the team, and he's on the
running
field
on
now.
late. Here we go.
Oh, they're not going to. Oh, they just did get it off.
And the kick is up, and count it 7-0. The good guys. 9:59 left here in the first quarter, so the Pirates take 2 minutes and 1 second to score. Point after good. 7-0 Greensburg. We'll be back.
Walters Tire services all of southeastern Indiana. And right now, through September 30th, you can get $200 back in rebate savings on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear or Kelly tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. Walters Tire at 220 West Main in Greensburg.
Decatur County Recycling. Do you have a question about recycling?
How do I dispose of sharps? Can glass and plastic bottles be recycled? How do I dispose of tires and household hazardous waste? Is there somewhere I can take my recyclables? Those are questions for Decatur County Recycling. You can find more online at www.decaturcountysolidwaste.com. Decatur County Recycling, assisting the community in reducing the amount of material taken to the landfill.
And we're back with you. Pirates go 48 yards in just 6 plays. That final 6 by Braden Rankin.
Yep.
For Greensburg, Gary. And what's the status? What's their score now?
Wow, 7-0. Pirates on top early here. It's just ticked under 10 minutes to play here, so just a 2-minute and 1 second drive there to get it done in 5 plays. Pirates lead for the first time this season.
All right. Well, that's how you start a football game, Gary. So here's the kickoff. Again, it's Jacoby Miller. Kicks off, caught, and dropped. Picked up again at the 10. The return's on for Connersville. They'll go to the center of the field in traffic, working his way through.
And they, too, are going to have a nice return. He may go to the house.
They may return
He's
this
gone.
kickoff for a touchdown.
He's gone.
And Pirates won't catch him. And with the next Connersville's an extra point away from tying this football game.
Yep, I see no laundry on the field. That's going to count. So.
Number 4, Micah Buchanan. They told us about him pregame, didn't they?
They did. He said he is a handful, and boy, he proved it right there. Started going left, had some contact, cut it back to the right, and he was off to the races.
Well, there you go.
Well, I'll tell you what, going to be exciting anyway.
We may be 85-85 before this is over.
So we got, let's see, number 2 is Nolan Shaw. He is a 6-foot senior.
And he'll try the point after.
He was kicking them from deep in warm-ups.
So here's the point after attempt by Connersville. Looks good from here, and we're tied at 7. 9:42 left in the first quarter. We've had 7 plays, 2 touchdowns, 1 by each team. Guess we'll be back in a minute. We'll sort this out later.
Make this the summer event with a new 2023 Jeep or new 2023 Ram truck from Acre Automotive. Right now, choose from a big selection of new 2023 Jeep Cherokees, Grand Cherokees, Wranglers, Gladiators, or Wagoneers. Or if you're thinking truck, Acres have a nice selection of new 2023 Ram half-ton, 3/4 ton, and 1-ton trucks. See Kevin Milburn, Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, or Dan Rubel at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, 1407 North Lincoln in Greensburg.
All right, we're back here. Gary, what's happened?
Well, Pirates probably thought they were in pretty good shape there. It was a decent kick. It was not fielded cleanly. He caught it, dropped it, and even had his back to the coverage. He had to turn around to pick it up. But then once he did, what was it, Micah Buchanan? Yeah, he turned on the jets, and Pirates thought they were in pretty good shape here when they went right down the field and scored 7-0. But just like that, it's 7-all now. And we're still only about 2.5 minutes into the game. Oh, there's a big kick.
Nice kickoff by Connersville. It'll be caught, and it will be dropped in the end zone. Yep. It'll be a touchback.
That's Miles McKenzie. I don't know even why he tried to make that catch, but it will be a touchback. Pirates will begin this drive on the 20.
If it was college, it'd be 25. Actually, if it's pro, right?
Yeah, well, I think it's – yeah, I think it is. You can also fair catch anywhere between the 25 and the goal line now.
Yeah, they'll bring it out
to the 25.
Yeah, that's controversial. We'll see if they keep that going. So the Pirates will open this drive from the 20. Last time we opened from the Connersville 48. So far, not seen much defense in this game yet, Gary.
Nope, not much at all. Well, we'll see if Connersville can bear down here on Greensburg's second possession.
All right, so the sophomore quarterback, Bryson DePlanet from the gun. It's a spread field. He'll hand it there to Caden Acton. Tries the right side, breaks some tackles, and gets short yardage. Going to get a couple, and that was a hard-earned 2 yards, Gary.
Yes, it was. He went out to the right side, and Connersville just kind of pursued down the line of scrimmage and held him to short yardage.
2nd and 8 for the good guys.
If you're just joining us, it's already 7-7. You've missed a lot of action.
That's right. And again, this goes to the back again, goes straight ahead to about the 26-yard line. Was that Acton again? Or was that Cruz?
Stand by. It is Acton.
It is Caden Acton. So give him 4 yards on that carry. It'll bring up 3rd and 4. Pirates up to the 26-yard line now.
8:53 and counting here. First quarter action.
Still a spread field. And again, it goes to Acton. He's got a first down past the 30 to about the 32.
Yes,
Move the chains.
That's the fourth first down already here for the Pirates. That's more than they had the entire ball game last week.
Yep, I think Caden's going to see the ball about 35 times today. What do you think?
32. What do you get there then, Doc?
He got 6.
And we have flags. Caden buried in the backfield, but it's going to be against the Pirates. False start.
First penalty of the ball game. 1st and 10 becomes 1st and 15, and they will back them up to about the 27-yard line.
8.5 minutes to play here. First quarter action, 7-7 on the road at Connersville. Pirates on their second offensive possession here.
A plant at the quarterback. Throws to the left side. It's caught and going upfield, and it is Miles McKenzie. And they'll get decent yardage. They'll get up to about the 36-yard line, so a 9-yard pickup in the air. So second and kind of a long 7 or short 7.
Which is it? A long 7 or a short 7?
I'll let you decide.
How about a long 7 or a short 8? Now,
here we go.
Another
and
pass.
It's a toss to the other side. It's Miles, this time to the right side. They swarm him. He gets
I'm not sure he got
maybe
anything.
a yard. I think they're going to give him a yard.
Are they going to give him one? Yep.
They'll move it up 1. So he gained 9 and then 1 yard on this pass play. It'll bring up 3rd and about 6. Actually, about 5.
Yeah, about 5, yeah. Pirates with
the ball at the 38 now.
Looks like 4 receivers, 2 on each side.
So we'll give them 2 yards on that pass play. Then Pirates looking for 4 yards right here to keep possession. They're at the 38-yard line of Connersville. They started this drive on the 20. A plant up your quarterback, takes the hike, gives to Acton, tries the right A gap.
Oh, that looked like
and he'll be short.
That looked like a face mask, but that's Rankin.
He picks it. Was that Braden Rankin? He
Yep.
picks up 2 yards. Gets it out to the 40, but its Pirates are a couple yards short of a first.
And they're going to line up quickly. Looks like they're going to go for it.
4th and 2.
Rankin in the backfield.
Spread field. They've got 3 to the right, 3 to the right.
Oh, they might have got it. Where's the flag? There it is from across the way. It's going to be offside, first down Pirates.
Well, that's how you get out of a 4th and 2 situation in your own territory.
Nicely done there. Hard count. Delivered by Bryson Planup that forced Connersville to jump off sides. First down. New set of downs here for the Pirates. 6:43 to play here, first quarter. 7-7 is your score.
So here we go. 1st and 10. A Planup hands to the back, goes straight up the center, gets up to near midfield.
I think that was Rankin, but we'll make sure when they Yep. Rankin on the run, Doc.
Yep, Braden Rankin. He gets 4 yards on that first down carry to the 49. A Planup takes the hike, throws to the left side. It's caught, and first down
Meadows.
Greensburg. Meadows gets a first down.
Yep.
Nicely done. And the ball's out to what, the 43-yard line?
Yes, sir. Yep.
So that was a 7 to 8 yard pickup in the air.
Right.
On the pass play, Pirates are now working inside Greenfield territory. Or excuse me, you know what I'm saying.
And
here comes a flag. Pirates work to the left side, and here comes a flag from the side official.
False start Pirates, Doc. That one's going to come back. The second false start here on the Pirates. So it'll be 1st and 15. I'm sure Connersville will take the penalty. Usually they blow that dead right away, but they allowed the play to run.
Perfect night for some football. Well-manicured grass field here in Connersville.
I'll tell you what, I think they washed the windows today too, Doc.
I think they did.
Crystal clear. I like it.
A Planup takes the hike, hands to the back, goes straight up the middle. Is that Cruz? It looks like Cruz.
It is.
Rankin?
You're right. No,
Nope,
I think it is. I think it is 2. Yep, it's 2. Austin Cruz
gets to 40, gets a 7-yard pickup there. It was 1st and 15, now becomes 2nd and about 8. Let's call it 9.
Pirates quickly running plays here. Oh,
Connersville, when they go offside again, they will. They've drawn them off again. So Pirates will get 5 yards the easy way, and they'll creep up closer to that first down.
So each team now with 2 penalties, 2 offsides for Connersville, 2 false starts for the Pirates.
And this will be got to be 2nd and 3 now.
A long 3, but looks like Austin Cruz is the lone back alongside. I'll plan up in the backfield here.
Planup calls for the ball, hands to the back, goes straight up the gut, first down, and then some.
Austin Cruz with a Pirate first down. They're 7th.
Looks like
already.
The offensive line are kind of coming together this game, at least early, Gary.
Yeah, it looks like it's about the 3rd to
26 or 7?
27.
So a 9-yard pickup. A long drive here for the Pirates.
It is.
So the Pirates line up quickly. It's 1st and 10.
Oh,
They're at the 27.
Connersville jumps again, Doc.
Wow. 3rd time on this drive, the Pirates got 5 yards offsides penalty against Connersville.
Wonder what's happening down there in the trenches causing them to jump like they are. We'll have to ask the coach that after the game if they had some sort of scheme.
I think that first time they intentionally drew him off with a change in the cadence. This time I think it just happened. So here we go, 1st and 5. A Planup looking to the sideline for the play. They send it in via signal. Takes the hike, looks to throw, throws to the right side. It's caught at the 15-yard line, and that's Owen Meadows.
Boy, he had to stretch out, go horizontal, and made a nice catch.
7-yard pass play. It's a first down. Yeah, Meadows did have to stretch her out. So the Pirates 15 yards away from their 2nd score. It's a first quarter action, 3:52 to play in the first. 7-7 score here at Connersville.
So Rankin in the backfield this time.
And Rankin gets the handoff, goes to the A gap on the right side. He'll get stacked up for maybe, it looks like he's going to get 3 yards.
I wonder if Acton is one of the Pirates that was not feeling well, Doc. We haven't seen a whole lot of him here. He started the game, but we haven't seen him here in a bit.
This is your H&R Block first quarter here. Pirates down to the 12. A Planup. Hands off. Rankin goes, he's inside the 10 this time, or at about just right at the 10.
Yeah, I think he got the 10, and that was it.
So it'll bring up 3rd and about 6.
This quarter rapidly moving along here. 3 minutes to play. First quarter action. Score is 7-7.
3rd and 6, Greensburg.
Rankin again.
Long. I have to count up the plays. This is a long drive as far as numbers of plays. This does go to Braden Rankin, and he'll get short yardage, not much. Gets to couple. He gets 1, Gary.
Well, that won't do it then.
It brings up a 4th down decision for the coach. Not much decision when you're down here at the 9-yard line.
Yeah, I think that's an easy decision here for the Pirates. It's
4th and 4.
They've had success passing out of this kind of a situation. 4th down, we'll see what they do here.
So here we go. 4th down. Pirates need 4 yards. They're at the Connersville 9-yard line.
See if they can jump them offside again.
Nope. Rankin has the ball, looks to the left, throws, and it is caught. And where's the spot?
I don't think it's enough. Oh, they're calling it incomplete.
Well, that does it. Pirates will turn it over on downs. They get deep. This drive started at the 20-yard line. And I have to add them up. It's about 15, 16 plays. But it will be turned over on downs inside the 10 on that incomplete pass on 4th down.
Well, if you're not going to get points, at least turn it over deep in the other territory, and that's what they've done here. 2:05 to play, first quarter action, 7-7 is your score with the Pirates turning it over to Connersville here on downs.
15-play drive, and Gary, during that drive there were 6 penalties.
Yeah. Pirates, this will be their first play on defense. 2:05 to play in this first quarter, but be the first play on defense. Connersville returned the kickoff on their first touch of the ball.
And they'll start this where, at the 9?
At the 9.
At the 9.
Short yardage there for the...
Looks like a 2-yard pickup on that first down play, almost 3.
Looks like it was Buchanan. They going to give him? What are you giving him?
I'm giving 2.
2. I will too then. 144 and counting here, first quarter action.
Probably more like 3, but you know what? If it's Greensburg, it would have been 3-yard pickup.
We're giving him 2. I've already got it written down.
Okay.
It's like golf. No eraser on this pencil.
7-7. Late first quarter. Connersville on second down. They'll sweep to the right side.
That's Buchanan.
And it is Buchanan. He's got a little speed. You got to get him while he's still near the backfield. It looks like he's going to get up to about the 16-yard line.
I think he's up to about the 18, isn't he? Ball's on the 17, they're saying.
So 3rd and a couple here for the Spartans. Buchanan got a 6-yard pickup on that play. We're tied at 7.
Under a minute to play now, first quarter. And Coach said we would see them in the I formation, and that's what they've lined up in every time here.
Just got a receiver split wide on each side. And Pirates are crossing the line early. And if so, the Pirates are going to give up a first down to the Spartans.
What is going on here, Doc?
I don't know. On the last drive, there were a total, between both teams, there was a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess 5 penalties, and that's the 6th.
Yep, 3 apiece now for each team. It does result in a first down for Connersville. They get a fresh set of downs here on their first offensive possession. Ball's out to the 22.
So here we go. Again, one receiver split wide each side, I formation, quarterback under center, takes the hike, hands to the tailback, goes to the left A gap, and gets maybe to the 24-yard line. He picks up a couple yards.
That is Buchanan. Like Aiden Lang, one of the Pirates in there on the stop. What are you giving him to?
2 yards. 2nd and 8 for Connersville. And it looks like that's the end of the quarter right here. And the score here on the scoreboard, Greensburg 7, Connersville 7. Connersville has the ball, and we'll come back for second quarter action right after this on Tree Country.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
And back after one quarter of play here at Connersville. Gary, what's the status of this affair?
Well, we've decided nothing, 7-7, and it's one of these times where the stats don't jive. Pirates with 113 yards of offense, Connersville with 10, and yet it's a tight score.
They'll pitch to the tailback, the Spartans will. Tries the left side, gets short yardage. Bring up third down, and third and about 5. Let's see where they spot that football.
Looks like it's out of the 28, Doc.
So give them 4 yards on the pickup.
So it's a big third down here, kind of right at 5 yards. Just underway second quarter here. 7-7 is your score at Connersville. Pirates squaring off against the Spartans.
This would be a good time for a quarterback sack right here, Gary.
It would.
And the Spartans,
they don't throw it often.
No, they do not. In fact, their first game against Richmond, I think they had 2 or 3 throws, and that was it. So this one to go, the first man in the eye, it goes to the fullback in the eye for Connersville, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
He got next to nothing there.
Well, he got up to the 30, so he got a couple, but it'll still bring up fourth and about 2.5. We'll call it 3.
Be an interesting decision here.
I think the punt is your only decision here. But am I a coach, Gary?
You are not a coach, that's for sure.
It's my job to criticize all the coaches and tell them what they're doing wrong.
I think they're going for it, Doc.
It looks like it. It's 4th and 2. Connersville from their own 30 are lined up to go for it unless they do a quick kick here.
Well, he's under center.
He's under center, so that's not going to happen. I formation.
They might try to draw the Pirates.
Yep, I'll bet he is going to try to draw them off. And
yep,
will they
now
call
we have
timeout? Yep. Gary, I think you had that called right. Well, it's a timeout. We'll take 30 seconds. We'll come back. A big 4th down play for Connersville when we return.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
And back with you here at the Connersville on their own 30-yard line, 4th and 2. Let's see what they line up here. Are they going for it? Looks like they are. Wow, and they pack everybody in tight. Quarterback.
Big play right here early in the ball game, Doc.
So here we go. The quarterback goes under center in the I formation. And they're going to try to jam it straight up the middle. They go to the left side. Can the Pirates stop him? I think they did.
They do stop him.
And they'll turn him over in downs deep. Connersville gambles in their own territory and loses the gamble. And Connersville turns it over at about the 31-yard line. Wow.
Yep, that I think will prove. Yep, they're not even going to measure it. It's Pirate ball. So they turn them over on downs and get great field position again. A very short field here for the Pirates to go to work.
Early second quarter action, we're tied at 7. And the Pirates turn Connersville gambles from their own 30-yard line with a score tied. And Pirates, hey, give that defense a little credit, Gary.
Yep. Playing with some intensity here tonight early. 10:21 to play here, second quarter.
Second quarter sponsor, Gary, I'll give you a clue. They have quality care close by.
Well, that would be the Decatur County Memorial Hospital.
All right, so Pirates line up. They'll spread that field. They got 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Bryson to plant up your sophomore quarterback. Hands off. Oh, and it's a fumbled. Can the Pirates recover the football? It was a fumble between quarterback and running back. I think the Pirates got it back, but boy, you'd hate to waste an opportunity like this, fumbling on first down.
Very fortunate to get it back. No gain.
Woo, wipe your brow on that one.
Yep, so Pirates 2nd and 10.
Let's try that again. A plant-up. This time throws to the left. It's called caught and dropped there. Hunter Springmeyer, the intended receiver, was lined up on the left side and was ball hit him kind of right in the face mask, and it falls to the turf.
I think that's one of those where he was running before he caught it.
So the Pirates, with a great opportunity, they fumble on first down, recover it. And on second down, an incomplete pass. That was to the left flat. Brings up 3rd and 10. So here we go. Pirates are looking for 10 yards right here. And the quarterback throws downfield, knocked away, well defended there by Connersville. It was intended for Owen Meadows, who was at about the 22-yard line.
Yep, he threw that into coverage, did all Planet Pirates. Fortunate that didn't get picked. All right, so Greensburg now, 4th and 10. And here comes Jacoby Miller. Is he going to try? Yep, he's in punt formation here.
Wow. So Pirates are going to punt from the Connersville 41 and
31.
That's what I meant, 41. And Connersville went for 4th and 2 from the 30. So it's kind of reverse what you think they might do. That's how Greensburg is lined up anyway. Let's see what the play is. Looks like there's some confusion in the lineup here.
Looks to be a little discombobulated. They're going to call timeout.
2 seconds, 1 second, and it will be time. The Pirates are having a little confusion going on right there. 9:43 left in the second quarter. We're tied at 7. Pirates facing 4th and 10. We'll be back.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's Used Car Superstore, Buy Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy Right Auto, Greensburg's Used Car Superstore.
Well, Pirates facing that 4th and 10, Gary. They had were able to cover a fumble for no gain, and 2 incomplete passes brings up to 4th and 10.
And now they're lining up differently, Doc.
Like they're going to go for it here. The ball is at the Connersville 31.
Yep, they are going for it here.
Pirates needing 10 yards. Let's see what their 10-yard play is here. A plant it from the shotgun. We got 3 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right. Throws down the left side and caught. Owen Meadows. It's a first down.
Nicely done. Meadows had to go up in the air to get it, but
It was well targeted by the quarterback because he had defenders on 3 sides of him, and he went to the air and came down with it.
Down to the 18, Doc.
So that would be a 13-yard pass play all in the air. Wow, 4th and 10, and that was a big completion.
Sure was. Fresh set of downs keeps this drive alive.
So
Austin Cruz.
Cruz, the big back, goes up and spins his way down inside the 15 to about the 14-yard line, about a 4-yard pickup on first down. Cruz is kind of just a sophomore. He's kind of been to our big bruising back, though, Gary, when you need a couple tough yards.
Yeah, he's close to 200 pounds coming at you, running downhill. That's a tough stop.
Cruz still in the backfield, gets the ball again, goes forward and falls
fumble,
forward. The ball is loose. Connersville says they have it. And do they?
Yes, they do.
They do.
Yes, they do.
So Pirates drive down to about the 18-yard line and cough it up. So the score remains at 7.
So this game started with a bang, and then both defenses have kind of stepped up here. We're still tied at 7-all. Pirates turn it over, but it's deep. It looks like it's about the 14-yard line. 8:51 to play here, second quarter action.
So here we go. This time Connersville, their version of this spread, they'll put 2 to the left, 1 to the right.
And shotgun for the quarterback.
Yep, and a running back on each hip. Quarterback takes the snap, hands up to one of the backs, and not much going there. In fact, a loss.
Yeah, Austin Cruz on the stop there in the backfield.
That's good. Austin knows us for that.
That's right. There you go.
2-yard loss on that. Let's call it a 1-yard loss.
Okay, 2nd and 11, deep in their own territory is Connersville here. 7-7. We've decided nothing in this ball game. A lot to be played yet.
If you don't have a feel yet for who's going to win this thing, Gary, it's
pretty evenly matched.
Both teams have their chances, and so here you go. Connersville 2nd and about 11. They're backed up to their 13-yard line.
Going to have another timeout, I believe, Doc.
It is another timeout. We're tied at 7. 8:07 left in the second, and we'll be back.
Decatur County Recycling. Do you have a question about recycling?
How do I dispose of sharps? Can glass and plastic bottles be recycled? How do I dispose of tires and household hazardous waste? Is there somewhere I can take my recyclables? Those are questions for Decatur County Recycling. You can find more online at www.decaturcountysolidwaste.com. Decatur County Recycling, assisting the community in reducing the amount of material taken to the landfill.
And we return here. Gary, what do we got?
It's 7-7 here at Connersville. I think Connersville had 12 players on the field, Doc. They needed to call a timeout there. They are deep in their own territory. It's 2nd and 11. 8:07 to play here, second quarter action.
Yep, they'll be at the 13, Connersville, facing the sun. Connersville, Gary, silver helmets. I don't recall them having silver helmets. I wouldn't bet my life on it, but I just don't remember that. Otherwise, all decked out in red. Here's your second down play. They're from the 13-yard line. They'll throw it down the center of the field. It's caught, and they'll still on his feet, and he'll be brought down at about the 21-yard line. It'll be short of a first down, but nonetheless, about an 8-yard pickup. Actually, about an 8-yard pickup in the air.
Yeah, like you said, it will be short of the first down, but makes it much more manageable now. About 3rd and 4, maybe 3rd and 3, long 3.
Still second quarter action, all tied at 7. Decatur County Memorial Hospital, our second quarter sponsor. Connersville here facing a third down. In the I formation, quarterback under center.
Keeper.
They'll run to the left side, and Pirates, they'll stop him. He'll be short of the first, and it'll bring up another 4th down decision for Connersville.
Yeah, Aiden Lang got the quarterback from behind.
It's another 4th and 2. We'll give the quarterback 2 yards on that scramble. But 4th and 2, ball at the 23.
Yeah, they went for it before much longer than this, so I imagine they'll do it again.
It'd be hard to believe if the score tied you wouldn't punt from here, but it looks like they're going for it.
Nope, they're punting.
No, they will punt.
There you go, Doc. You called it. Owen Meadows going deep for the Pirates here. He's kind of short, I think, on the field here. We'll see.
So the Connersville punter gets the ball. He'll get this one off. Kind of a high, short punt. Fair catch called for by Owen Meadows. He'll let it hit, though. Takes a Connersville roll and a die right about the 44-yard line of the Pirates. So Pirates hold Connersville to 4 and out on that series. We're tied at 7. Pirates have decent field position. Not quite as good as their last possession, but nonetheless, they'll start this one at the 44.
Yeah, Caden Acton started this ball game, ran the ball, I think, 7 times for 53 yards. And, we've not seen him since. So, Coach told us after the coach's interview that he had several players that were ill. I don't know if Caden's one of those or not. Hopefully, it's just illness and not an injury.
Yeah.
But we've not seen him since early in that first drive.
Yeah, he was indicating key players, to us privately. He wasn't saying that, for the Connersville fans at all. So he told us privately that they had several sick players for sure. So.
And it is Rankin going to come out and join. I'll plan up in the backfield here.
So Pirates will set up shop 1st and 10 from their own 44. We're approaching the midway point of this second quarter here at Connersville. And the sophomore quarterback from Greensburg throws. Owen Meadows, a catch.
Got a flag.
Goes downfield and gets inside the 35. But let's sort out this flag here and see what this is all about.
See if that one's going to come back or not.
The flag's all the way up to the 50, so it's not in the backfield. Officials will talk this over.
Kind of one of those out there you wonder if it was an illegal pick.
It's an illegal man downfield. Is that what they're calling?
That's what it's called, yeah. I don't know how that happened because that was a quick pass.
That's a good point.
Okay, so that will go down as the 4th penalty.
Wow, that was a big pickup there on that pass play that will be negated.
That's just a 5-yard penalty, isn't it, Doc? Yep, it's 5.
So they'll back it up to about the 39-yard line.
Yeah, I'd like to see that on film because that was, again, he threw the flag quick. The pass was quick. I don't know how an illegal man got downfield that fast.
So here we go. It's 1st and 15. Throwing the ball downfield and falls incomplete.
Yep, looked like it was intended for Carson Miller. So it'll be 2nd and 15. 6:05 to play here. Clock stopped on an incomplete pass in the second quarter. 7-7 is your score.
Yep, we are halfway through the second quarter, sponsored by the Decatur County Memorial Hospital. Other sponsors we'll give you here in a moment. Bryson to plant up the quarterback, hands to Braden Rankin, goes to the left side, and he's can't quite break the tackle and turn the corner.
That was nearly a horse collar.
He'll get a couple yards, but let's give him 2 yards on the carry. Brings up 3rd and 13 now. Actually, about 3rd and 12, we'll call it. I'll change my mind here and give him 3.
Well, it's probably going to be a pass play. They've been pretty successful. He's got 39 yards passing here, does all plan up so far, and he is going to pass this one.
Looks to the right, throws to the right, has a man open, and it's incomplete, just wide of him.
It kind of looked like Miles McKenzie was searching for the ball. He was looking directly into the sun. I'm not sure, but it sure looked like.
I think you're right about that, and he was right at the first down marker, too, but it falls incomplete.
So the Pirates, Jacoby Miller on to punt, it appears. Yeah, I think he lost that in the sun a little bit. Searching for it. Like you say, it was a little behind him, but I just don't think he could locate it.
So Jacoby Miller, the freshman, will punt for the Pirates, it appears.
He's lined up to do so. They're going to have to hurry. This just did get
up, and they'll blow this dead. What do we got?
I think they got a tie. I think Greensburg, Coach Anderson didn't think they were going to get it off, and it was right at the deadline there.
All right, timeout on the field. We're tied at 7. Pirates will be punting. We're halfway through the third quarter. We'll be back. Second quarter. We'll be back.
Walters Tire services all of southeastern Indiana. And right now, through September 30th, you can get $200 back in rebate savings on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear or Kelly tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. Walters Tire at 220 West Main in Greensburg.
Decatur County Recycling. Do you have a question about recycling?
How do I dispose of sharps? Can glass and plastic bottles be recycled? How do I dispose of tires and household hazardous waste? Is there somewhere I can take my recyclables? Those are questions for Decatur County Recycling. You can find more online at www.decaturcountysolidwaste.com. Decatur County Recycling, assisting the community in reducing the amount of material taken to the landfill.
And we return here, Gary. It's been a timeout for the Pirates. What do we have? What's the situation?
Yep, each team now has burnt 2 of their allotted 3 timeouts. 5:23 to play here, second quarter. It's all knotted up. A lot of scoring early. Not much sense. Pirates went right down the field on their first possession, scored, kicked the ball off, which Connersville returned for a touchdown, and kind of been the defense taking over since then.
Yep, it's funny how that can work out like that. 6 plays into the game, we're tied at 7, and it's still that way.
Yep, it looked like it was going to be spinning like a slot machine tonight, and defenses have dug in and done their jobs.
So here we go, and there's a flag on this punt. Nice punt off there by Miller for the Pirates. Hits the turf. Looks like it'll die just inside the 20 to about the 18, but let's sort out this flag and see what this is all about.
Yep,
officials will concur in the middle of the field. Usually there's not a good outcome when that happens. And it's illegal procedure for the Pirates, yeah.
I think I'd make them kick it again.
Yep, that was a decent punt by Jacoby Miller and no return. So, yep, the coach for Connersville is indicating it's a do-over.
Yep, I think so, because it was a pretty decent punt. Took him down inside of the 20, so they're going to make him hit another good punt. 5:14 to play, second quarter, 7-up is your score. Brought to you by 7-Up. They still make 7-Up?
They do. Although I've got here a Starry, it's called Starry. It's a 7-Up wannabe.
All right, so Jacoby Miller, the freshman, back to do it all over again.
He faces now 4th and 17. That's what I've got anyway.
Well, it's got to be correct. I've never known you to be wrong on that.
Never.
Never.
So the freshman Jacoby Miller, he's standing at his own 25, gets this one off the turf. Yep. A shorter punt that goes up high, hits and takes a Greensburg roll downfield. And short punt, but had a decent roll to it, and it dies at about the 33 of Connersville.
Yep, good choice there by the Connersville coaching staff to make them punt it over again. Yeah, they'll gain about 15 yards on that 5-yard penalty.
Well, if one of these teams kind of settles down and figures out how to play this football game, they could get themselves in a position to win, Gary.
Yep, they're giving it to them on the 33, Doc. We're tied 7-7, 5:04. Connersville going back to work here on offense where they have stalled out. They only have 27 yards of total offense so far here in the ballgame.
So everybody's packed in tight for Connersville. I formation, no wide receivers. See how the Pirates handle this defensively. This goes to the tailback, goes straight up the gut, gets maybe a yard.
Short yardage. Tripped him up right at the line of scrimmage, and he fell forward for 1. Nice play there by the Pirates. I'd like to have told you who made that, but it was right in the middle of everybody.
It was a scrum.
It was a scrum.
Perfect night for football. Gary, we're into the long shadows now this time of day.
Yep, 4:30 and counting here in this second quarter.
7:43 is your time, and the sun's going down. Connersville, though, looking right into the sun. Quarterback under center in the eye, no wide receivers. Pitches to the tailback. They'll sweep to the right side. He'll turn the corner.
Have big run here.
Boy, they had a nice block, and he gets good yardage downfield deep into Greensburg territory.
Stopped by Meadows.
And that was number 4, Micah Buchanan. He's the one that had their kickoff return, Gary. He's got a little speed going on.
That's their first down. They had one other first down by penalty. That's their first via one of their own plays.
And the touchdown was a first down. Right?
Even on the kickoff return?
Yeah, anytime you cross the goal line. Well, that's a good point. I don't know. You know what? I don't know that.
I don't either. He's down to the
37.
37, Doc.
Yep.
So what was it?
Well, it'd be 16 plus 13, so 29
29
yards.
29, 49.
So good pickup there by the junior, Micah Buchanan of Connersville. Same stacked up formation. Fakes a handoff. The quarterback dives forward and gets maybe a yard.
Yep, short yardage. Yep.
Looks like they're going to give him the 36, so he'll get a yard.
Clock at 3.5 minutes now. Connersville on the Pirate 35. This game is tied 7-7.
One of these teams will be poised to jump in front of the other if they can put things together here. Connersville working in Pirate territory. Second down play, hands to the back, goes up to the A-gap on the right side, gets inside the 30. Nice pickup there for Connersville.
Yep, big fullback.
Looks like it's enough for a first, is it?
Drayden Perez.
He might be just short of the first down. Let's see the spot.
Yeah, they're looking at it. I think it's third down, yep. So we're going to give him, 9 on that then?
30, 29, 20. Is it the 28?
Oh, 7 then. Let's see. No, we got 8.
At any rate, it's 3rd and 1. They're at about the 28-yard line. Yeah, he would have gotten, 7 yards anyway. So here we go. Connersville looking for a yard right here, and they're going to just bust straight ahead with a quarterback sneak. I think they've got enough to move the chains, and they do.
They do. First down. They'll get a new set of downs here at 2:26 to play second quarter.
Got 2 yards on that carry. 1st and 10 now at the 26. Decatur County Memorial Hospital, the quality care you want close by. I tell you what, some other sponsors, might as well give them some heads up right. We got platinum sponsors, Gillenhow Funeral Home, Acre Automotive Group. They're a platinum sponsor, as is Buy Right Auto, Decatur County Recycling, and Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, all platinum sponsors for this football game here. Greensburg at Connersville. Pitch there to the left side,
Doc.
and he may go, turns the corner on the left side, and they can't catch him. And it's the same fellow, Micah Buchanan, the junior, and they just pitch it to him, and he finds 26 yards open on the left side and a touchdown. Connersville takes their first lead.
Yep, just like that. That was a big play, and he was really off. I could see that very early that they weren't going to get him on that one. They had that one run very well.
So Connersville, 6 plays, covers the 67 yards. That final 26 by Micah Buchanan.
Extra point, no good. Doc, well, that was quick.
All right.
So with that, it's 13-0 Connersville with
13-7.
13-7, yes. Connersville with the lead here.
Yep, they take their first lead here late in the second quarter. We'll take 30 seconds. We'll come back to the kickoff to Greensburg when we return.
This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
All right, Gary, tell us what's happened.
Yep, 13-7 now. Connersville off of a big 26-yard run where Micah Buchanan untouched from those 26 yards. They break this stalemate. They lead 13-7 with 1:56 to play here in the first half.
Well, certainly in the first half, that junior Buchanan, Micah Buchanan, he's the player of the game so far. Here's the kickoff. Pirates will receive the kick from the 10, and the return is on. Straight up the middle of the field, and it is the freshman Miles McKenzie. Goes up the right side, gets inside Connersville territory all the way to the 42.
Nicely done there by Miles McKenzie. Doc, I don't think I gave Dorflinger their due on our touchdown, the 6-yard run earlier by Rankin. It was a Dorflinger Insurance Pirate touchdown.
So McKenzie, a nice run back. Pirates, if they can put it together, have plenty of time to score.
Yeah, 1:45 here in the second quarter, and they're inside Connersville territory to start this drive.
It's a 13-7 Connersville lead over the Pirates. We've also got some trio sponsors, Gary. Our trio sponsors are Walters Tire and Hamilton Tebby Law Office. Thanks for them for being trio sponsors.
Oh, jeez, oh, Pete. Another false start for the Pirates. That is their 4th false start of the ballgame here.
Yeah, it looks like maybe Camden Loudon on the left side kind of ran forward to get in position and just took a couple steps too far.
They have 6 penalties now in this first half, and 4 of them have been false starts. So it'll be 1st and 15 with 1:45 to play here in the half.
Spread field. A plant up throws to the left side, and it's intended for Owen Meadows, and just off target. He was pretty well defended, and it falls incomplete.
And the Pirates had 2 players right in the same vicinity. Miles McKenzie. No, it wasn't Miles McKenzie. Who was that behind him? It was Camden Loudon. Yeah, Camden Loudon and Owen Meadows were right in the same vicinity there. Nonetheless, 2nd and 15. Stop the clock at 1:40.
Again, 3 receivers left side, 1 to the right. Quarterback hands off, and it's Braden Rankin goes to the right side. He'll get a yard or 2, no more.
Yep, very short yardage there for Rankin off the right side.
Looks like they're going to give him the 40-yard line.
Pretty much the entire Connersville defense there to stop him. And it's going to be a timeout, Pirates, Doc, I believe. Yep.
Give them the 45-yard line. They'll take timeout. We'll take one more timeout of this half. 1:25 left in the half. Pirates trail by 6. We'll be back.
Make this the summer event with a new 2023 Jeep or new 2023 Ram truck from Acre Automotive. Right now, choose from a big selection of new 2023 Jeep Cherokees, Grand Cherokees, Wranglers, Gladiators, or Wagoneers. Or if you're thinking truck, Acres have a nice selection of new 2023 Ram half-ton, 3/4-ton, and 1-ton trucks. See Kevin Milburn, Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, or Dan Rubel at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, 1407 North Lincoln in Greensburg.
All right, thank you, Mark. Gary, what do we got?
Well, 13-7 Pirates trail here, 1:25 to play. They're on the... Looks like there's a player down across the way, Doc. That's the first time I saw that. Pirates are on the Connersville 45-yard line here, trailing, as I said, 13-7. There is a player down on the far side. It's a Pirate.
71.
That's Robert Eisert, slow to get up. He's up and moving on his own power now. That's good to see.
Kind of hobbled a little bit, but he finds the sideline.
So 1:25 to play here in the first half at Connersville.
Yep.
Field almost entirely in the shadows now, just a couple of places of sunshine. Beautiful night, not a cloud in the sky. Sparse crowd across the way for Greensburg, a big crowd here on this side for Connersville.
Yep. Well, some people had things to do, but you know what? If you could not be here,
we'll be here for you.
It's our motto.
There you go.
So here we go, 3rd and long for the Pirates from the 45. Connersville, the hike is over the quarterback's head. He just has to cover it, and it'll bring up 4th and forever.
Yeah, Bryson Allplanet forced to, he jumped up, tried to get it, couldn't get it, but was just kind of forced to fall on it. A big loss of yards there.
Yep, the hike was over his head. He had no chance to reel it in.
All the way back to the 48, Doc.
Yep, back in so the loss of yards is a 7-yard loss on that play. So 4th and about 20.
Yep, that changes your play call. Now Connersville with a timeout as they think they're going to get some time here before the half ends to try to make something happen.
Okay, well, we'll stay with you on this one. Gary, we got Cheer Block sponsors. You want to know who they are?
I do.
Morning Breeze Retirement and Healthcare Facility, Also, Tree City Needful Things, they're welcoming new vendors, by the way. The Russ Hubler Ford is a cheer block sponsor, as is in Levinstein's Abbey Carpet. Fleetwood Chevrolet, you just got a truck from them, didn't you?
I did.
And also Fry's A&W. Those are our cheer block sponsors. Thanks for their sponsorship here tonight.
I could not wait to hear that, Doc. Thank you.
Okay.
Well, you asked me if I wanted to hear it. Yes, I couldn't wait.
All right.
You're right. I got a truck from Fleetwood just
in fact, we drove it over here. It was a nice
first day of July. I got it.
It was a nice wheel, nice ride. But you stopped by just to look. It just kind of caught you. You're just going, I'm just looking. Right?
I was just looking.
Yeah, I know how that works.
It's like The Godfather. They made me an offer I couldn't refuse. Uh-oh, high snap, you got it.
And the punt's off by Greensburg. This by the freshman. The punt goes down, and it will be covered just outside the 20-yard line. Yeah. Pirates in a position where they had to punt at 4th and 20, no matter your field position.
So it gives Connersville 55.7 seconds here to try to make something happen. They already lead 13-7.
Yep, they've got one big play guy, number 4, Micah Buchanan. He's got both their touchdowns, and you give him a little room to run.
All right.
Ball placed where at the 22-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 22 is Connersville. Less than a minute. They lead the Pirates by 6. And it's an I formation. They'll just march straight ahead. And they'll get about 3 yards on first down. Let's check the spot.
Who's got the ball, Doc? Do you know?
It was whoever the tailback lined up in. You see over
Buchanan.
Buchanan.
And they got, 3?
We'll give them 3 on first down.
All right, 2nd and long. 28 seconds now to play here in the half. Connersville taking their time.
That they are, same I formation. And they'll go they'll try the left side. Oh, he breaks a tackle. And finally the Pirates get him down at about the 24. So almost a no gain, but almost had him for a loss.
Almost. It held him up to where the rest of the defense could come in and help out.
They moved the sticks up a couple inches, but it's still 3rd and 7, Gary. I'll give that a no gain. Clock on the move. That's not.
That's
it. That's the end of the half. The score here at Connersville. The Connersville Spartans from home 13, Greensburg Pirates 7. And we'll step away here. We'll come back for our halftime segment and the stats from Gary Bailey when we return.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy-Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's used car superstore, Buy-Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy-Right Auto, Greensburg's used car superstore.
Decatur County Recycling. Do you have a question about recycling?
How do I dispose of sharps? Can glass and plastic bottles be recycled? How do I dispose of tires and household hazardous waste? Is there somewhere I can take my recyclables? Those are questions for Decatur County Recycling. You can find more online at www.decaturcountysolidwaste.com. Decatur County Recycling, assisting the community in reducing the amount of material taken to the landfill.
Walters Tire services all of southeastern Indiana. And right now, through September 30th, you can get $200 back in rebate savings on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear or Kelly tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. Walters Tire at 220 West Main in Greensburg. Make this the summer event with a new 2023 Jeep or new 2023 Ram truck from Acre Automotive. Right now, choose from a big selection of new 2023 Jeep Cherokees, Grand Cherokees, Wranglers, Gladiators, or Wagoneers. Or if you're thinking truck, Acres have a nice selection of new 2023 Ram half-ton, 3/4 ton, and 1-ton trucks. See Kevin Milburn, Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, or Dan Rubel at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, 1407 North Lincoln in Greensburg.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
This is Michelle Gauk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
All right, we're back with you here. It's halftime here, and the sponsor is Stone's Farm Service for halftime here. Greensburg at Connersville, and the score here is the Pirates trailing Connersville 13-7 at the halftime break, just a 6-point deficit. A lot of scoring early. The Pirates had the ball first, 6 plays, 48 yards, and it was Braden Rankin, I believe, for the touchdown. Pirates led 7-0. It was a short-lived lead, and that Connersville ran the kickoff back for a touchdown. That one being number 4, Micah Buchanan, and he also scored again on a 26-yard run around left side with a couple of minutes left in the second half. And it's 13-7, Connersville in the lead. Gary Bailey is the graduate of the Michigan Institute of Licensed Football Statisticians. He's got the numbers. Gary, what do the numbers tell us?
Well, the numbers, if you were just looking at the stats, you would think the Pirates were leading this ball game, but stats lie tonight here at halftime as the Pirates find themselves behind 13-7. We'll go through them here and show you that most of them do belong to the Pirates other than the big one. Penalties, we'll start with some team stuff. Penalties, Connersville 3 penalties for 15 yards. Pirates 6 penalties for 30 yards. First downs, Pirates controlling that one 9-4 in the first downs department. Total yards, Greensburg also owns that stat. Pirates with 127 yards of offense on 31 plays. That's 4.1 per. Connersville 97 yards on 17 plays. They've ran 14 fewer plays on offense, and yet again they lead this 13-7. But that average is 5.7 per play. So getting it done. Scoring the touchdowns, as Doc said, Micah Buchanan has both of them for the Connersville Spartans. He returned the punt and then a 26-yard run. They're late in the early in the second quarter, I should say, maybe midway, somewhere in there. Anyway, he's got both scores. Scoring for the Pirates, Braden Rankin, he did that on a 6-yard scamper in that first quarter, and the Jacoby Miller point after was good to give the Pirates their 7 points here in the game. Individual stats, we'll go with Connersville first. They've run the ball 16 times. Leading the way right now, Micah Buchanan, he's run the ball 10 times for 74 yards. He paces all of the Connersville runners. Caleb Caldwell, he's carried 1 time for 3 yards. Parker Flanagan, 1 carry for no yards. And the only other carrier, Drayden Perez, he's got 2 carries for 10 yards. Connersville quarterback, who do we say that was, Doc? It is number 6, isn't it? Yeah, Caleb Caldwell. He's only thrown the ball 1 time. He's completed that pass for 8 yards. So there are the team stats for Connersville. For Greensburg, Again, 127 yards, 88 of those on the ground, 39 in the air. All Planup is 5 out of 11 for 39 yards here in the first half. No touchdowns, no interceptions. Rushing for the Pirates, Cruz 3 carries for 20 yards. Rankin 9 carries for 22 yards. Caden Acton ran the ball early, seven carries for 53 yards, and we haven't seen him since. And then also All Planup 1 carry for -7. Kind of a misnomer there. He had the ball snapped over the top of his head and just had to fall on it. But he gets credit, 1 yard for -7. Or 1 carry for -7. Again, penalties kind of Pirates with 6 of them. 4 of those false starts. They have an offsides, and then they have an illegal man downfield for those 6 penalties. So anyway, 13-7, Connersville on the good side of the scoreboard here at the halftime intermission, and they also will get the ball when this second half commences here shortly.
All right, Gary, I'm eating a sandwich.
Oh, are you? Would you get a ham?
Ham sandwich.
Which was better?
Well, I don't know. I had 2 ham sandwiches.
Oh, I thought you had a pepperoni one earlier, too. It wasn't bad.
So the second one was probably as good as the first.
Okay, good deal. Except it's not warm anymore, is it?
Well, it's doing okay. It's
warm?
wrapped there in foil. So
yeah, okay, well.
But anyway, we're at Connersville. It's grass field. It's a 13-7 Connersville lead here at halftime. I still think this is about anybody's ball game. I think the Pirates I think they're capable of pulling this thing out. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. This is a pretty evenly matched ball game, teams-wise, I believe. And Coach Anderson talked about in his pregame that they had a great week of practice, and he said they're going to try to kind of keep it simple. I think he has kind of kept it simple here in this first half. Lots of runs. All Planup has been on target for the most case. Again, 5 out of 11.
And he had one call back because there was a
illegal man downfield. I still would like to see that one.
Play. Nice. And you're right. You called it when it was an illegal man downfield, but it was a quick pass. I'm not sure he even had time to get downfield. So
anyway, you have to go with it. But
where? And the question is, where is Caden Acton?
Yep. The coach did tell us after his interview off air that there were several key players that were not feeling well. He said they got a little flu running through the locker room right now, and hopefully that's what it is with Acton and not an injury. But we haven't seen him since the very first drive, and he took the kickoff and returned it very, very well. Ran the ball 7 times, all in that first drive, and we just haven't seen him since.
I remember Michael Jordan having the flu and being very sick, and it was in the playoffs. Remember Scottie Pippen had to drag him off to help him off the court. It was an overtime affair and stuff, and he was spectacular.
He scored like 47 or something.
So that's what we're looking at. Come on, Caden, get out here.
Yeah. Yep. We'll ask Coach after the game about that if we don't see him here in the second half. Maybe he's in getting fluids in the locker room. He talked about the locker room is a long way from the field here, and Coach was undecided if he was going to go to the locker room during the halftime intermission or just kind of go to one corner of the field and kneel down and talk to him right here, but he's decided to go to the locker room, and we'll talk to him about that too after the game and see what his rationale was for that.
Yeah, it was a little bit warm. Certainly nothing like last week, but it was a little bit warm right before the game at kickoff in the low 80s, and on the field maybe a little bit more. But it's a little more comfortable here right now, Gary. In fact it says 73, so it's 8 or 9 degrees cooler now than it was pregame.
Yeah, and this field kind of sits protected. I really don't think it's in a bowl per se, but lots of trees and things around it. It kind of sits down, and you look across the way. There is an American flag across the way, and it is absolutely motionless. See, it's across the way. I don't know if you can see it.
See this one here.
Yep, it's not moving.
Down by the scoreboard. Yep, there's no wind here, no breeze whatsoever.
Nothing
like
moving.
that.
Nothing moving.
All right.
We're good.
We're moving.
We're good in the. Matter of fact, it's so cold in here that Morgan had to put a jacket on.
Can you believe that jacket? Her dad's out here sweating outside on the stands, and he's sweating it off. But Morgan's proud of us, though, isn't she?
She is. We got the thing set up, and we're operating.
I am very proud, and let me tell you what, that man suffered in the desert. He's fine out there. I don't even know what he's doing. I think he's just looking.
Oh, another suffered in the desert story from Jay. I get it.
A lot of sympathy from the daughter.
Got it. So, all right. Well, it's 13-7. Pirates on the short end, only 6 points down, and I don't know, except if you could just take a number 4 off the field. Their little speedster there, Micah Buchanan. I think Pirates might have the advantage here. But
yeah, he's got 74 of their 89 rushing yards, Doc. So you've hit the nail on the head with that assessment there.
There we go. All right, well, I'll tell you what, let's take a couple minutes here. It's halftime here at Connersville. It's a beautiful night to sit out and watch football. This is John Dooley alongside Gary Bailey, and we got Morgan Schofield running here, just here running this tech, but she knows we don't even need her, do we, Gary? Do we even need her?
Yes, we need her.
Okay, we do. You're right. We do. We'll be back in a couple minutes.
This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's used car superstore, Buy Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy Right Auto, Greensburg's used car superstore.
Decatur County Recycling. Do you have a question about recycling?
How do I dispose of sharps? Can glass and plastic bottles be recycled? How do I dispose of tires and household hazardous waste? Is there somewhere I can take my recyclables? Those are questions for Decatur County Recycling. You can find more online at www.decaturcountysolidwaste.com. Decatur County Recycling, assisting the community in reducing the amount of material taken to the landfill.
Walters Tire services all of southeastern Indiana. And right now, through September 30th, you can get $200 back in rebate savings on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear or Kelly tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. Walters Tire at 220 West Main in Greensburg.
All right, Gary, we're back here. It's halftime. Halftime's kind of wind down. We got about 4 minutes left in this halftime. Score on the scoreboard is Connersville in the lead, 13-7. Pirates scored first. Connersville answered right back on the kickoff return, and it was a late, with a couple minutes left in the half. Connersville scored one more touchdown. It's 13-7. The bad guys, the good guys, have every opportunity to get back into this, and I still predict a Pirates win, Gary. I told you before the game started, I had a feeling about the Pirates tonight.
All right, Doc's still going
happen
with them. Well, South Decatur, they're only 4 points away from a running clock. They lead Edinburgh at the half, 31-0, Doc.
And Morgan's dad, Jay, over here in the stand is showing us there's someone in the stands that's got an air horn the size of a big fire extinguisher is how big it is.
He won't be able to hear you when you go home today.
Yeah. All right, well, Connersville coming back out on the field. They got to be feeling good. They had it was a loss last week. What was it 11 points, 7 points? Let me see. I've got the numbers right in front of me, Gary. Why don't I just look it up?
That would be good.
It was Franklin County defeating Connersville 35-26 last week, a 9-point Franklin County win. And Pirates have their chances in this one. I still think they're going to pull it out. I still think they're the stronger team.
Well, the halftime clock has gone to 0, and now they put 3 more minutes on. So we'll watch them stretch out here for 3 more minutes out on the field. But Doc is predicting it. He's predicting a Pirate victory here tonight. They trail here at the half, 13-7. If you're just joining us, or if you're tuning around from other games that you might be listening to, I don't know why you would be, but if you are.
So Rodney Martin, South Decatur Cougars looking for 2 blowouts in as many weeks, aren't they? Last week they defeated Irvington Prep 69-0. You know Irvington Prep's all-time record? 0-2. That's only their second game ever they ever played.
There you go. And Oldenburg, they don't have football anymore.
They don't have football the last couple years. Whether they plan to return.
Experiment, I think, and. 13-7, Pirates trail. We have 2 minutes to go here in the halftime clock. We're at Connersville. Beautiful night for football here at the Spartan Field. It's a nice field. It's grass, but it's nice.
Yeah, perfect night here. And again, it's sparsely populated Pirate stands over there. They must be all home listening to Gary Bailey.
Well, I don't think we're on, Doc, but they could be listening to us on streaming.
We are streaming
television.
Tonight. In fact, if you know that, it means you're listening to streaming anyway. So
there you are.
And again, our halftime sponsor, Stone's Farm Service. Thanks to them. And as we look ahead, Gary, coming up this next week, Lawrenceburg will be coming to Greensburg, and there'll be a familiar face on the other sideline now.
Yep, the Lawrenceburg quarterbacks coach this year is former Pirate coach, former longtime Pirate coach, Scott Moore. So Scott will be returning to his field. It's a different field than what he had, but be interesting to see. Lawrenceburg, again, pretty fair as a football team, I believe, this year.
Yep. In fact, you know what? Since we have just a little bit of time left, I'm just now thinking of this. In the polls, Lawrenceburg did drop last week, or did drop after their loss to East Central.
Did they beat Taylor last week?
But they did beat Taylor. Let's see here. Let me get the 3A polls up for you. There's 3A. And Lawrenceburg. Here we are. Lawrenceburg defeated Taylor last week 10-7, and they're up to number 4. They were 5th last week, ranked 4th this week in the 3A. In the single A poll, North still ranked. They're still in the top 10. They had that tough loss last week to Eastern Hancock, and they were 4th last week, and this week they come in at 10th in the single A. The number 1 team, Indianapolis Lutheran, who's playing the number 1 team in 2A, which is Triton Central. And Brownstown Central is the 5th ranked team in 2A. Any other teams you might be interested in? We just mentioned Lawrenceburg in 3A.
Where's East Central at?
East Central, of course, is number 1 in 4A. Greenfield Central is 9th. They went up from 10th to 9th in 4A. And New Pal is ranked 10th in 4A. We'll mention just at least the number 1 teams. 5A, number 1 team is Fort Wayne Snyder. And the number 1 team in 6A, Ben Davis, defeated Avon last week. And, Gary, they defeated Cincinnati Moeller the week before. So they've kind of got it going on early here.
All right. So
what do we got?
Jacoby Miller, foot into it. We're underway here, second half.
Yep. Pirates kicking off to Connersville. And Mike Buchanan,
nowhere
he was
this time.
Basically not going forward, just slowly going from side to side and tackled at about the 20.
Like Cruz and McKenzie on the stop, I believe. Yep, Cruz and McKenzie on the stop. So Connersville will start deep in their territory, about the 21. They lead 13-7, just underway here, second half action. Yeah. And we did get an update, Doc. I guess I can pass this along. We understand we can't confirm this, but a call to the station says that Caden Acton is under concussion protocol and probably will not return to this game.
Okay, there we go. I formation for Connersville. They pitch to the tailback. The speedster goes to the left side and brought down after a decent first down gain, that being Micah Buchanan.
Owen Meadows out on the stop, but not before Buchanan gets a pretty decent gain on first down of, I'm going to give him about 7.
I'll give him 7 yards. So Connersville, here within the first minute here of this third quarter, Connersville in the lead. 13-7. Pirates played most of their players 2 ways. Gary, I think the coach said we only go about 14, 15 deep usually.
Well, if you look across the way, there's not a whole lot of people on that sideline right now.
So Connersville, this will go to the fullback in the eye, the first man through, and he's not going to get much here. In fact, he'll find the line of scrimmage and no more, a no gain.
All right, which will bring up 3rd and 3.
Great night here. Great night to be sitting watching some football. So here's a big third down play, Connersville. Try to keep possession. They've got no wides. They got an I formation. Quarterback Caleb Caldwell's under center, pitches there to tailback, Buchanan goes to the left side and nothing.
He's going to be short, but Connersville has proven they're not afraid to go for it deep in their own territory. You get anything, Doc?
Well, they've got it marked. Let's see where they mark it here. They got
Right
him
at
at the
the
30,
30.
so it's going to be 4th and 1. 4th and 1, Connersville. Boy, I tell you, with a 6-point lead, I'd be punting this thing as far as I could, but they're going for 4th and 1 at their own 30. This is the same spot they went for 4th and 2. Didn't make it, Gary, in the first half.
Well, let's see if we can get a repeat of that.
Will they try to draw us off sides? No, Connersville went off sides. Connersville went off sides. The right guard went off sides, stood up and went off sides. I think they're going to bring Connersville back 5, and they will.
Yep. Doc, we got an update here. It's a good night for Decatur County football. North Decatur 15, Monroe Central 0. That's still in the second quarter.
So 4th and 6, they'll back this thing up to the 25-yard line, and now Connersville will go in punt formation.
And deep for the Pirates. Let's see if we can't get a number here. I think it's Owen Meadows.
It's a high snap. He's able to get it down.
Oh,
this
what
is
a
nice punt. Nice one goes up. Fair catch called for by Owen Meadows, but he had 30 yards in front of him. He does catch the ball at the 40. I'm sure if he could do that over again, Gary, he had 30 yards in front of him when he caught the ball.
And it was two very big players. I think he probably could have outrun them. Oh, well, I'm not going to second-guess him from here. We'll ask the coach about that because
we just did second-guess him.
The last time they did that, he even motioned fair catch to the official before they even kicked it, and telling the official that I'm going to fair catch this. So he did that earlier. I didn't catch it if he did it that time. But like you said, the ball was barely in the air, and he was signaling for a fair catch.
All right, Pirates will start from their 40. They trail by 6. It's early third quarter action. And our third quarter sponsor tonight, Gary?
Nobody?
Nobody.
You can be that person or that business. Let us know.
All right, Bryson Aplanup, your sophomore quarterback, hands to the tailback, and he gets nothing.
Yep, Rankin gets, he's
still
alive.
on his feet, and he gets short yardage. He gets maybe a yard.
That is the longest, hardest 1 yard you'll ever see right there.
That'd be faked to another back, and faked us out too, Gary.
Are they going to give him a yard or not?
Well, it is a yard. They just haven't put the stick. Yep, they'll give him 1 yard on the carry.
All right, so Pirates 2nd and 9, trailing 13-7, almost halfway through the third quarter here.
They'll split 3 to the left side, and it's thrown to the left side as a man.
Man.
Is it picked off?
Oh, yeah.
It is picked off by Connersville. It was intended there for Owen Meadows, and about the 43-yard line of Connersville, they picked it off, turnover Greensburg.
Yeah, Pirates turn that over via the INT. It was thrown right to him, number 7, Rylan Keene. He's a freshman. He'll remember that one for a while. So the Pirates, trailing 13-7, turn it over, and Connersville start at their own 42-yard line.
All right, so another I formation by Connersville. Again, it's that veer formation, no wide receivers. They give to the tailback, and he spins forward for short yardage. Let's catch his number here.
That's number 4, Buchanan.
Is it Buchanan?
Yep. I'm going to give him 1, Doc. Oh, now they're moving a little bit more. I'm still going to give him 1. 8:20 and counting, third quarter action.
Not a cloud in the sky. Same formation, I formation, no wide receivers. And they'll pitch to Mikey Buchanan, goes to the left side, tries to turn the corner, does turn the corner, has a first down. Can he go? Can they cut him off? They cannot.
He's gone.
They cannot catch him, and he is the difference in this football game.
Yep.
And this time he speeds 57 yards for his third touchdown.
Yep, he's got the hat trick now. Just like that, Pirates give up the long score to Buchanan.
He was just lined up in the eye, got a short pitch from the quarterback, went to the left side, and just outran everybody.
And with that, he is up to 141 yards rushing, Doc. And the point after is good.
Point after good, so we'll take a look at the scoreboard. It is Connersville 20 And Greensburg 7. We'll take 30 seconds. Pirates will have the ball when we return.
Decatur County Recycling. Do you have a question about recycling?
How do I dispose of sharps? Can glass and plastic bottles be recycled? How do I dispose of tires and household hazardous waste? Is there somewhere I can take my recyclables? Those are questions for Decatur County Recycling. You can find more online at www.decaturcountysolidwaste.com. Decatur County Recycling, assisting the community in reducing the amount of material taken to the landfill.
Walters Tire services all of southeastern Indiana. And right now, through September 30th, you can get $200 back in rebate savings on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear or Kelly tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. Walters Tire at 220 West Main in Greensburg.
Oh, and we're back here, Gary, telling the news. I can't say it. You tell them.
Yeah, not good. 20-7 now. Connersville on top after that 57-yard scamper by their back, Micah Buchanan. He's up to 141 yards rushing now for Connersville as they stretch this lead out to 13 points.
And 3 touchdowns.
And the hat trick. Yep, he's returned a punt, and he's got 2 rushing touchdowns to match it. So the Pirates will go back deep here. Looks like Owen Meadows and McKenzie back deep to receive the Connersville kick.
Yep. Pirates just don't have anybody to match the speed of that junior, Micah Buchanan, for Connersville. Well, here's the Connersville kickoff. Kicker is Nolan Shaw. He's on the approach, has his toe into it. It's a short, intentional one. It's fielded by the Pirates at the 45. The return is on, and it's
Riley Spears.
Yep, Riley Spears has the return for the Pirates.
All right, so the Pirates get the ball back, trailing now 20-7 with 7:47 to play here in this unsponsored third quarter. It can be your third quarter. So I'd be telling your business name right now.
Write your check to the John Dooley and Gary Bailey Retirement Fund.
Yes, indeed.
Send it in. We'll put you on the air.
And if you make it to us, we'll really put you on the air a lot.
We will do that.
So Pirates breaking huddle on the far side. They come out. Again, trailing now 20-7 to the Spartans. Looks like it's going to be Cruz in the backfield joining all Planup this time.
All right. Caden Acton not playing the rest of the game, and Cruz barges forward. Nice pick on the first down. He's going to get about 8 yards on first down.
Yep, very nice run there for first down. A coach will take that every first down they can.
We'll give him 8 yards. And he's inside Connersville territory. Another handoff. Cruz again goes straight ahead and can't find the first down marker. Gained a couple inches. I have to give him really no gain in the scorebook.
Yep, they got him around the ankles early and would not let go, and he's going to get nothing.
So Pirates need, they're going to need about a yard. Looks like we'll have to give him a yard on that carry. It'll be 3rd and 1 for the Greensburg Pirates. They trail by a couple touchdowns. And we are mid-third quarter action. Greensburg with the football at the Connersville 48, 3rd and a yard. Hands to Cruz, goes straight ahead, and it's a close one.
I think he's going to get it on the fall. He fell forward right at the end. Yep, they got him. First down, Pirates.
That was a close one.
So the Pirates get a fresh set of downs just inside Connersville territory at the 45-yard line. They trail 20-7 here in this third quarter.
Pirates need to find the end zone on this possession.
Almost dark. They got nice lights here, though. Nice white light. I like it.
2 receivers each side. A Planup throws down center of the field, falls incomplete off the fingertips of Miles McKenzie. It's just above his head, but certainly catchable, but falls incomplete.
Yep, would have been a tough catch, but unable to haul it in. They'll get 2nd and 10.
Stops the clock with 6:25 to play here in the third. And it's a Connersville 20-7 lead. 2nd and 10. Pirates now working inside Spartan territory. A Planup the quarterback. Looks to pass. Throws along the left sideline, and it's picked off. Picked off.
Same guy, number 7 again.
An errant pass. It was intended there for Riley Spears along the left sideline, underthrown and easily picked off by Connersville.
Yeah, he just kind of out there playing center field and just stepped right in front of that pass. Pirates turn it over now for their second turnover, both via the INT. 6:18 to play third quarter. They trail 20-7 and they turn it over.
Yep, 2 possessions this half for this quarter and 2 interceptions thrown.
So Connersville will take over on their own 34 after that interception. Again, that being Rylan Keene, freshman.
Connersville in that bunched up I formation. I want to keep the clock on the roll here. They'll pitch to Micah Buchanan, goes to the left side, and I think he may have a first down.
I think he does.
Nice run there by Buchanan. He's having a great night so far.
Yep.
And it looks like Owen Meadows going down. I don't know if he has a cramp or what.
Holding his hamstring, it looks like, isn't it?
He's slamming his fist to the ground, so I don't know if that's an injury or a cramp. We'll find out.
I think it's 11, a cramp the way they're holding it there.
Yeah, 11-yard pickup there for Connersville. They're up at their own 45-yard line now. Timeout on the field. Owen Meadows, we think just a cramp. We hope just a cramp. Pirates trail here 20-7 midway through the third. We'll be back.
This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
Back with here at Connersville. Gary, what's the status there of our Owen Meadows?
Looked like he walked off the field. I think it was a cramp, Doc. We'll probably see him back again here shortly, but 1st and 10.
Quarterback stumbles, able to hand it off to the back, still gets positive yardage. In fact, he gets nice yardage on first down. The quarterback took the snap under center, stumbled backwards, but they're still able to get about 8 yards on first down.
Yeah, very fortunate to get the big gain there.
The ball sitting now inside Greensburg territory at the 47.
Clock running, 5.5 minutes to play here, third quarter. Lawrenceburg. Connersville kind of taking their time now, as they should, up 13 points, 20-7 on the Pirates.
Second down here for Connersville. Same I formation, no wide receivers. They hand to the tailback. It goes straight ahead, and does he have enough?
Pirates are saying fumble.
Pirates are saying he fumbled. Do the officials say so?
They do,
They
Doc.
do. Connersville turns it over, and the Pirates will have a good position, good field position here.
Yeah.
So I tell you what, between the two teams, we've had 5 possessions, and 3 of those 5 possessions here in this third quarter end on the turnovers.
Yeah. Connersville could have almost put this game away here had they got a sustained drive, but they turn it over via the fumble. Pirates take over good field position on their own 47. Still over 5 minutes to play here in the third quarter, so plenty of football for the Pirates to come back from this 13-point deficit that they're looking at, if they can not turn it over.
Yeah, let's keep it on the ground. It's just very short. Here we go. Planup's your quarterback. Looks like Cruz will be his running back on his left hip. 2 receivers each side. They give to Cruz. He's swallowed up immediately. As soon as he gets the ball, he had no chance. As soon as he got the ball, he was in the grasp of the Connersville defender, and there's a loss on the play, actually about 5 yards on the loss.
Drayden Perez in the backfield.
That's worse than a penalty. It's a penalty. You keep your down.
You're right, Doc. Clock running, 4:47, third quarter. Pirates trail by 13.
Pirates line up here. They've got three split to the left side. One to the right. Quarterback rolls to the left, takes some heat, and he's tackled behind the line.
Same player, number 40, that Perez.
I don't think Planup saw him coming. Planup was kind of rolling slowly to his left and was tackled from behind. And it's back down to the 36, a 6-yard loss. So they go from a 5-yard loss to a 6-yard loss, and this brings up 3rd and 21.
Now the Pirates in a huge hole, trailing by 13, 4 minutes to play, third quarter, and they face 3rd and forever.
Best two defensive plays for Connersville tonight.
Yep, Drayden Perez, both times in the backfield fast, and he's looking to go around the corner again here, and here he comes.
Quarterback throws downfield, and it's another interception by the sophomore quarterback. The return is on by Connersville. Still on his feet, working his way to the right side, turns up the center of the field, finally brought down, but not before he gets all the way inside the 15-yard line of the Pirates.
Yeah, so the last 4 passes by All Planup has resulted in 3 interceptions for Connersville. So having a little issue with the passing game. Pirates turn it over here, 3:31 to play, and Connersville with a very short field. They're saying the 13-yard line, Doc.
Yeah, it looks like the 14 if you look on the field, though.
It does.
Yeah.
All right, so they lead already 20-7. Taking over here after the turnover. Plenty of time here with the short field to get more points on the board for Connersville. Going to ask an awful lot of your defense here to stop them on this one.
And running the play in from the sideline is who else? Micah Buchanan. He's got all 3 Connersville touchdowns. And what do we have here?
It's going to be a timeout, Pirates.
Timeout, Greensburg. It's Connersville on the Pirates' 14-yard line with a first down. 3:31 left in the third. Pirates trail by 13. We'll be back.
Make this the summer event with a new 2023 Jeep or new 2023 Ram truck from Acre Automotive. Right now, choose from a big selection of new 2023 Jeep Cherokees, Grand Cherokees, Wranglers, Gladiators, or Wagoneers. Or if you're thinking truck, Acres have a nice selection of new 2023 Ram half-ton, 3/4-ton, and 1-ton trucks. See Kevin Milburn, Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, or Dan Rubel at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, 1407 North Lincoln in Greensburg.
All right, third quarter action here. Greensburg at Connersville. Third quarter, Pirates have had 3 third quarter possessions, all 3 turnovers via interception. And now Connersville knocking at the door. They're at first down here. They're at the Pirate 14, and they lead by 13 points, 20-7. So here we go. Quarterback will go under center for Connersville. It's Caleb Caldwell. I formation, no wide receivers. Takes the hike, pitches to the back. Micah Buchanan goes to the right side, and no one touches him.
Untouched into the end zone.
4 touchdowns for the junior Micah Buchanan, and still have more than a quarter plus to play, but he is going to be the player of the game, no question.
No doubt about it. Doc, I got an update here. We've got South Decatur 31, Edinburgh 8. That's 7 minutes to go in the third quarter.
So point after coming up here for Connersville. The kick is up and count it. It's 27-7. Connersville leads. 3:25 to play in the third. We'll be back. Don't go away.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
We've got 3:25 left in the third quarter. Gary, what's the status of the ball game?
Oh, it's getting ugly, Doc. 27-7 now. Connersville leading your Pirates by 20 points. 3:25 to play here, still in the third quarter.
There's a drone up here on the right field goal. Is that our drone? Do you see it?
I do see it.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Connersville
I would assume
kickoff.
it is.
It's a short one, and it'll be caught at the 30. The return's on for the Pirates. And, again, that's Pirates number 14, and that's a Riley Spears senior on the short return.
All right. So the Pirates, again, a decent field position here. Now we got a Connersville player cramping up here on the near sideline, Doc.
Everybody needs to eat a banana before the ball game. Get
Not
that
even
potassium
hot.
in you.
Not even hot out there. Come on, rub some dirt on it. Isn't that right?
And the Connersville temperature, Gary, is 73 degrees.
Wonder how Jay is enjoying his game.
He looks to be happy. He's good.
He's intent.
He's listening on an AirPod.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
He's got a flask in that pocket.
He's not responding any.
Who knows?
Jay.
Maybe he took it out.
He's not listening.
No, he was earlier.
Okay.
We had a listener for a while.
Why should he listen? He's right there in the stand. Anywho, 27-7. Still 3:20 to play here. Third quarter action. Pirates going to get the ball back. Decent field positions. Where are they at, Doc? 35, 36. 36-yard line of their own territory. So they have some pyrotechnics going on here, and the smoke is just hanging over the field as there is absolutely no breeze.
Talk about no breeze. That smoke, it's like I say, it's hardly even drifting. It's like a specter just hanging over the field. Specter of their third loss of the year.
All right, so Greensburg coming back onto the field here. It's all plan up with Austin Cruz in the backfield with him. See if they can make something happen. They haven't made anything happen on offense since their very first possession tonight, and it looks so promising.
Caden Acton was picking up big yards, but not able to play the rest of the way. Concussion protocol. Pirates throw to the right flat. It's caught, and it's advanced. And they'll get about 7 yards on first down. Who's the receiver?
Owen Meadows, I believe, Doc.
About a 6-yard pickup. Is that what you've got? 7-yard pickup.
I think 7, yeah.
Yep. A Planup takes the snap, throws to the left flat. Oh, Meadows, a good job to snare that out of the air, gets a first down. It was a little high on the snap, but Meadows went up and got it, and we're working now in Connersville territory.
Yeah, I kind of like this. Wes Anderson still allowing his sophomore quarterback to throw. A little bit safer throws these last two, but he's completed both of them. That one for a first down. How many yards, Doc?
Let's see, 42. You got...
Going to run the same play again to Meadows.
Meadows to the right side, dives forward, short yardage that time. The yardage he picked up on that pass play was 10, Gary.
All right. And he's going to get, 3 here?
That's 3 on the ground. So second down, and this one kind of a long 7 here for the Pirates.
This time, Cruz, big yards, big
first down, and a bunch more for the sophomore. Austin Cruz gets inside the 35 to about the 33-yard line, 12-yard pickup.
And he punished his tackler at the end of that, just kind of bowled him over at the end. Another first down, however, for Greensburg. So Pirates, 143. Sorry, Doc.
Pirates need a touchdown right here. Pirates getting slow to get in their formation. They'll split 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Quarterback throws to Meadows on the left side. Works off. Can't get past a tackler, though, and he'll get a couple yards, no more. Just a short pass to the flat in the left side. I think Coach Wes Anderson, I think you're right, Gary, is getting him some short, safe passes to help get his rhythm back, his confidence back,
get him some
sophomore
confidence.
Quarterback.
And they are moving the ball. They're down already to the 31 now of Connersville. It's 1:07 to play here, third quarter action.
2nd and 8.
Another
Again, throws to
same
the
thing.
right side. It's Meadows again, but they
Yeah.
swallow him up.
Yeah,
They smelled that one from all the way from the locker room, and running the same play, left, right, and that time they figured that one out.
Now's the time you fake that and then go deeper. All right, he loses what?
5.
-5 on that.
Pass complete for a -5, 3rd and 13 coming up.
And it's timeout Pirates, Doc.
Ball back at the 36-yard line. Here it is, timeout. Pirates trail by 20. A few seconds left here in the third quarter. We'll be back right after this.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy-Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's Used Car Superstore, Buy-Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy-Right Auto, Greensburg's Used Car Superstore.
And we return here. Just 41 seconds left in this third quarter. Gary, what's the status of this game?
It's not pretty for the Pirates. They came out and scored right off the bat to go up 7-0, and their offense has stalled since, and giving up 27 points to Connersville since that point. So Connersville leading 27-7. We're about to close out this third quarter. Pirates have a 3rd and 13 on the Connersville 36-yard line.
36.
All right, so we'll see what they got up their sleeve on this 3rd and long play.
Pirates have not been good on 3rd and long. They've been throwing interceptions. So let's see what happens here. Bryson LaPlante, your quarterback from the shotgun. Austin Cruz takes the fake the handoff to Cruz.
Yeah, I'll plan up kept it, and he's going to get short yardage. That's a interesting call there.
He's going to get 1.
Yeah, I think
1 yard on that carry. Faked the handoff, kept it himself, and it's 4th and a dozen.
Pirates have to go for it, trailing 27-7. They do not have to run a play, however, in this third quarter if they choose not to. Looks like they
might try to run one more. 9 seconds left. They'll get in position. Will they try to draw them off sides? Nope, they'll run a play. Quarterback LaPlante runs to the left side and loses yards. Pirates becoming unraveled here. And what they'll turn it over on downs to close out the third quarter. It's a 27-7 Connersville lead. 3 quarters in the books. 1 more quarter to play. We'll return for that right after this.
Decatur County Recycling. Do you have a question about recycling?
How do I dispose of sharps? Can glass and plastic bottles be recycled? How do I dispose of tires and household hazardous waste? Is there somewhere I can take my recyclables? Those are questions for Decatur County Recycling. You can find more online at www.decaturcountysolidwaste.com. Decatur County Recycling, assisting the community in reducing the amount of material taken to the landfill.
Walters Tire services all of southeastern Indiana. And right now, through September 30th, you can get $200 back in rebate savings on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear or Kelly tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. Walters Tire at 220 West Main in Greensburg.
And we return here. It's fourth quarter getting ready to start, and Connersville in control here. They turn the Pirates over on downs. They'll have the ball 1st and 10. Their own 38-yard line, sporting a 27-7 lead in this football game over the Greensburg Pirates. 4 touchdowns, all by junior Micah Buchanan. Pirates had a third quarter that you could forget, Gary. They had it 3 possessions turned over with the interceptions. On the fourth quarter, the fourth possession turned it over on downs. So here we go. Spartans with the football. They're feeling comfortable with a 20-point lead to start this fourth quarter. They'll hand off to the back, goes straight ahead, gets short yardage. Nope, gets decent yardage, maybe 4 or 5 yards on first down.
Yeah, he kept chugging. Pirates had him stopped, but he was able to squirm free and get a decent pickup here. He's going to get
5.
Yep.
And our fourth quarter, Gary, is sponsored by the Napoleon State Bank.
All right. 27-7. Pirates trail here to the Spartans, just underway in the fourth quarter.
I formation. They do split one receiver each side of the field this time.
Taking lots of time here. Play clock just now reaching 10.
Quarterback under center. Pitches to the back. Runs to the left side. Turns his upfield on the left. And he's got some running room. Can he go? Can they catch him? They
Oh, my goodness.
cannot. This time it's a different runner for one. Number 40, number 40,
Perez.
that's Drayden Perez. And he was a beast defensively earlier in the game. And now he gets himself a touchdown. That one a 57-yard run for the touchdown.
That's their second 57-yard run of the game. The other one belonging to Buchanan. This one to Perez.
Point after here pending for Connersville. And they're starting to pull away in this one easily. Nolan Shaw is the point after man. He's a senior. This one's up, and it is it's good. It's good, and the score is 34-7. Connersville taking a commanding lead here over the Greensburg Pirates. Pirates led this thing 7-0 early in the game, but ever since then it's been all the hometown Connersville Spartans. Just a minute gone here in the fourth quarter. We'll be back. Pirates will have the football.
This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Walters Tire services all of southeastern Indiana. And right now, through September 30th, you can get $200 back in rebate savings on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear or Kelly tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. Walters Tire at 220 West Main in Greensburg.
And we're back here, just a minute gone in the fourth quarter. Connersville scores again their 5th touchdown. They take a 34-7 lead over the Pirates. The kickoff return is on, and that is at Miles McKenzie on the return.
It is, and he took that at the 1 and brought it all the way out to about the 33, so a nice return there for the freshman McKenzie. Maybe the 32. Yep, right on the 32, Doc. So a 31-yard return there for McKenzie. Gives the Pirates decent field position. They trail 34-7, 10:51 to play in this ball game.
I think you almost have to forget about the win and just try to play good football, get a first down, get a score.
Yeah, just as he said in the pregame, keep it simple here and try to move it down the field. Again, their first possession tonight for the Pirates was so promising. They marched right down the field, scoring early, and they just haven't been able to find their way since.
The planet from the shotgun. He'll hand it there to Cruz. Will go straight ahead, and he's powering his way forward to first down, carrying tacklers with him all the way to the 45-yard line. What a strong carry there by the sophomore Austin Cruz.
That was a very impressive carry there by Cruz, going all the way to the 45. So what, at 13 yards?
Yep, 13-yard pickup for the sophomore. Again, Caden Acton had some good carries early in the ball game, and concussion protocol has him out for the rest of the game. Quarterback hands off to Cruz again, goes straight ahead, and still decent yards there. Gets inside Connersville territory.
Yeah, he's going to get better than half of the 10 they need for a first down on this first down run. Yep, I'm going to give him, 6 on that?
Looks like 7.
Yeah.
7 yards on first down.
All right, 10:07 and counting, fourth quarter action. Pirates trail 34-7.
3 receivers left, 1 right.
Oh,
the hike is way over the quarterback's head, and he'll just have to go down and cover it. Of course, if you could turn around and just throw it out of bounds, well, it'd be grounding. So, nonetheless, the Planet had no chance. It was way over his head. He was lined up at the shotgun at the quarterback and just sailed over his head. And this one is a 12-yard loss. Brings up third and 15.
Yep, 3rd and 15 here. Already trailing 34-7. 9.5 minutes to play in the game.
Another hike over the head. He's had to do the same thing covered. That's 2 hikes in a row over the head, way over the head of the quarterback. And Pirates, Gary, are struggling to be kind about it.
Yep, that is being kind. All the way back to the 29, Doc. That 11-yard loss? Were they at the 40?
They were at the 36, 20, so it's a 7-yard loss. I don't know. It's a loss. We're at the 29. It's 4th down and a furlong.
So Jacoby Miller will come in
25, 4th and 26.
Punt this thing away. We're going to have a timeout first. We are, Doc. Connersville timeout.
Pirates facing 4th and 26, a punt. 8:34 left in the game and trailing 34-7. And that pretty much sums it up, Gary. We'll be back right after this.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's Used Car Superstore, Buy Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy Right Auto, Greensburg's Used Car Superstore.
And we return, Gary.
Yes, we do.
I don't know what to say. Pirates punting here from their own.
Yeah, the game started with such promise for the Pirates, and since then they've just not. Oh,
Punt is blocked.
No.
And can the Connersville cover it? No, the Pirates cover it, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be inside the 10.
It's at the
back
5.
to the 5.
Yeah, all the way to the 5-yard line. And Connersville, with 8:25 to play, leading 34-7, get the ball on the Pirate 5-yard line after the blocked punt.
And that was a 4th and 26. If you ever needed a good punt.
Boy, 3 plays in a row there, Doc. 2 snaps over the head and then a blocked punt. Things just not going. Oh, okay, they do back it up now, Doc, to about the 7.
1st and goal from the 7, Connersville.
All right, so
Connersville leads by 27 points. They lead by 4 touchdowns.
Coach is very upset with somebody, the Connersville coach. I guess a player was trying to get in. That would have made 12 players on the field. He runs off in time, plenty of time. Play clock still at 10 seconds.
Connersville quarterback, he'll go under center, I formation, 1 receiver each side. They'll hand to the tailback. He goes to the left side. Can he turn the corner?
Oh, yes.
He can, and he marches into the end zone. And again,
untouched.
Number 40 once again gets his 2nd touchdown tonight, Drayden Perez.
Yep, just fresh off a 57-yard run. This one a little bit shorter, only 7 yards this time. Was their point after was good the last time,
yes.
Right? Okay, I didn't mark that one down. Okay, so that puts them up to 257 yards of rushing now, Doc.
Whew.
Again, if you're just joining us, and I don't know why you would be at this late juncture, but game started so well for the Pirates, and it is up and good point after.
Score is Connersville leading the Pirates 41-7. And we've got 8:17 to play in the ball game. And as Gary was alluding to, the Pirates actually took the lead in this game 7-0, and was looking pretty early in the ball game, moving the ball well. And nonetheless, let's take 30 seconds to catch our breath. Pirates on the short end of this score, 41-7. We'll be back.
Make this the summer event with a new 2023 Jeep or new 2023 Ram truck from Acre Automotive. Right now, choose from a big selection of new 2023 Jeep Cherokees, Grand Cherokees, Wranglers, Gladiators, or Wagoneers. Or if you're thinking truck, Acres have a nice selection of new 2023 Ram half-ton, 3/4-ton, and 1-ton trucks. See Kevin Milburn, Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, or Dan Rubel at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, 1407 North Lincoln in Greensburg.
And we're back. Gary, you tell them the news.
Oh, I don't want to, Doc, but I will. 41-7 now. Pirates trail the Spartans. They only had 7 yards to cover, and they did it in 1 play. So they were efficient anyway.
Well, in the 3rd quarter, Pirates threw 3 interceptions, turned it over on downs, and on this one they had a punt blocked, and 1 play later it was run in for a touchdown. So Pirates, one of their worst first halves in recent memory. This kickoff is covered by the Pirates, and they'll start 1st and 10 at their 28-yard line.
Yep, Hunter Springmeyer, the one who returned that kick for the Pirates. As we said, trailing now 41-7, 8 minutes to play. Had they hit that point after, Doc, the clock would still be running. If they'd have hit the point after that they missed earlier. Wouldn't it? Let's see. Yeah, it would be. So the Pirates come back.
34-point.
Pirates coming back onto offense now, trailing 41-7. 8:09 to play in this ball game. Let's see if we can get a snap to our quarterback.
All right. High snap, but quarterback able to handle it.
Cruz going to get about maybe 4.
I will give him 3. Gary. Let's do that.
Give him 3.
Places the ball out at the 34-yard line.
7:50 to go in this ball game. This is the Napoleon State Bank, 4th quarter.
Pirates will split 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Planet takes the snap, hands to Cruz, goes straight ahead, and a yard maybe.
He didn't want to go down at the end, but
nope.
I think they'll give him a...
I'll give him a couple, won't they?
Yep, I think they're going to give him a good spot there.
That'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. We'll give him 2 yards on that one.
We can do it. Clock running 7:19. Looks like we got a score update here, Doc. Quickly, if I can get to it. It is North Decatur 29. I'm sorry, South Decatur 31, Edinburgh 8. Also,
is that a final or no?
No, I'm sorry, 31-8. That's no. Hold on here.
A Planet throws to the left side, almost picked off. Intended there, it was for Owen Meadows. It would have been a first down, but it was kind of tipped and falls incomplete and brings up 4th and about 4.
North Decatur 29, Monroe Central 0. This says start of the 3rd quarter, but anyway, thanks for the updates.
We got a player from Connersville down, Gary.
All right. Stops the clock at 6:53. Connersville ahead 41-7 in this 4th quarter.
Kenny, is he going to get up? Nope. We'll take 30 seconds to get this Connersville player off the field. We'll be right back.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
And we return to Connersville. It was a freshman, Rylan Keene, that was down for the count. It looks like he trotted off okay off the field, Gary.
Yep, having a good ball game. He's got 2 picks tonight. Doc, that smoke is still hanging over the far end zone over there, and it's been 15 minutes.
It's a breezeless night here in Connersville.
All right, so the Pirates trailing 41-7. They have a 4th down and about 5, a short 5 to get a first.
And they'll go for it here, trailing. The Planet takes the snap, looks to the left, throws to the left, caught. Can he get the first down? And not quite, I think.
They're going to give it to him, Doc.
You think they will?
The official on the far sideline says yes, and that is complete to Austin Cole. Yep.
Austin Cole on the catch.
And I think we're going to move the sticks.
Yes, you're correct.
Say that again.
You are correct.
There you go. First down, Pirates.
I thought he wasn't going to get it. I thought he caught and then backtracked. Nonetheless, he's out at the 39. That was a 5-yard pass play. They needed about 4.5. They got 5, Gary.
All right. Clock running, 6.5 minutes to play here in the ball game.
And here Cruz gets the handoff again on this one. It'll get about 4 yards. Let's see where they spot the football.
I think 4 is the right call, Doc.
All right. Pirates out to the 43. Same formation. And they'll give it to Cruz again, and he'll try the A-gap right side. I think he's got enough. He gets right to midfield, and they're going to move the chains. Yes, they will.
Yep, Austin Cruz getting it done here. Pirates get a fresh set of downs at midfield. He's right at the 50, Doc.
So 7-yard pickup for Cruz.
Clock running 5:48 to play in the ballgame.
Pirates will not win this ball game, but if they can sustain a drive, get a touchdown, just do something positive right here. A plant up, throws left sideline, has a man open. It's awesome. Owen Meadows, nice catch, nice pickup, gets inside the 25-yard line.
Very nice. Best throw of the night there for all plant up. Hit him in stride, and Meadows is on the turf.
Looks like he got to about the 22-yard line, and he'll be slow to get up.
Yep, he's still on the turf, is Meadows. Looks like they have it placed at the 22, Doc.
If so, that's a 28-yard pickup for the Pirates. Meadows still down here. There's 5:29 left in the ballgame. A 34-point Connersville lead. We'll leave you for 30 seconds. We'll be back.
This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
That Morgan had her all three fingers spread out to turn our three microphones on. All of them. There we go. All just like that.
That's talent.
Yeah, she's talented. Well, they get Owen Meadows off the field, Gary. He went off on his own power, but he walked off rather slowly. He had a 28-yard pickup there. Pirates are 22 yards away from a score. They trail 41-7. Clock's on the move, 5:14 to play. They'll hand off to Cruz, reverses from left to right, goes to the right side, has some running room.
He's in
the 10.
He's in.
Touchdown, Austin Cruz, the sophomore.
And that should be a penalty.
They tackled him deep in the end zone.
Deep in the end zone.
Yeah, I agree. It should be.
What did he get there?
He got 22 yards.
22.
22 yards on the ground for Cruz.
That is a Dorflinger Insurance Pirate touchdown. Dorflinger Insurance, located at 810 East Main Greensburg. Give them a call for all your insurance needs.
So Pirates with just their second touchdown tonight. But you know what? You just want to play. The game was in the bag here for Connersville, but Pirates just keep playing football. Point after attempt. It'll be Ethan Bishop the hold and Jacoby Miller the point after attempt. And this one's up and looks good, and it is good. It's Connersville 41, Pirates now 14, 5:04 to play. And we'll be back. We'll kick off to the Spartans when we return.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's Used Car Superstore, Buy Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy Right Auto, Greensburg's Used Car Superstore.
Decatur County Recycling. Do you have a question about recycling?
How do I dispose of sharps? Can glass and plastic bottles be recycled? How do I dispose of tires and household hazardous waste? Is there somewhere I can take my recyclables? Those are questions for Decatur County Recycling. You can find more online at www.decaturcountysolidwaste.com. Decatur County Recycling, assisting the community in reducing the amount of material taken to the landfill.
All right, Gary, what happened here?
Well, Pirates finally cracked that scoreboard again for the first time since their first drive of the night. This time, Austin Cruz on a 22-yard scamper around the right side. He was tackled deep in the end zone. It should have been a penalty, but no call on it. But
yeah, well, Pirates go 8 plays, 72 yards for that. The last 2 plays, 28-yard pass play to Owen Meadows, who then had to leave the field. He was shaken up a bit, and then Austin Cruz motored in for that last 22. So Pirates score a touchdown. You got to get what you can out of a game like this. Fourth quarter sponsor tonight, the Napoleon State Bank. Just over 5 minutes to play, and Pirates will kick off here to the Spartans. Jacoby Miller, the freshman kicker, puts it up. It hits the turf. It be picked up at the 20. The return is on for Connersville. They're going to get nowhere, and he'll be swarmed and brought down at about the 24-yard line.
Yep, they're going to give him progress. He goes down about the 20, but they're going to move it up to about the 24, as you said. Another Pirate down, slow and getting up. He is up. Let's see who that is. That's going to be, I don't know. I don't have them. Let's see. Yeah, wrong side. Let's see. Jesse Hadler slow to get up, but is he staying in the game? I think he is. All right, Connersville leading 41-14 takes over with 4:55 to play in this ball game.
Spartans will split a receiver wide on each side. The quarterback goes under center, that familiar I formation. Gives to looks like the fullback. False man through, and I think the Pirates covered it. Did they?
They did. Aiden Lang going to get the ball for Greensburg off that fumble. So, heck, Pirates can make this look respectable here.
So Pirates will get great field position off that Connersville turnover.
I'll tell you, when the stats come in here, Doc, the Pirates are going to run, I bet, twice the number of offensive plays that Connersville has run in this ballgame. We'll see when that gets done here. But, again, one of those stats that doesn't make much difference tonight here. 41-14, Connersville on top, just under 5 minutes to play.
Pirates will start this drive just 21 yards away from a touchdown in the Connersville territory. It's Connersville turning the ball over a fumble on the first down. And it's still Bryson Aplanup, the quarterback, in for the Pirates. Cruz on his left hip. Cruz gets the handoff and tries up the center, goes to the left side, and he'll get not much, maybe a yard.
Yeah, maybe. If they're going to give him progress, I don't think they're, nope. I don't think you get anything, Doc.
Well, we'll give him a 0 then.
Clock running, 4.5 minutes to play.
So Pirates spread the field again, 2 receivers each side. Carson Miller far right side. And this one's a pass down center of the field, and it is almost picked off by Connersville. Falls incomplete.
Austin Cole was the intended receiver for the Pirates.
So Pirates go no gain on first down, incomplete on second down, brings up 3rd and 10 for Greensburg. Napoleon State Bank, fourth quarter. Clock stops on that the incompletion. 4:10 to play. Aplanup takes the hike, looks, throws to the left side, and it was dangerous. It was knocked down, falls incomplete. Could have been picked, though, Gary.
It sure was. It was in the hands of a Connersville defender, but he wasn't able to corral it. Stops the clock at 4:03. It'll be 4th and 10 for the Pirates.
So the Pirates get this at the 21 and go for no yards and then 2 incompletions for the 4th and 10. Pirates look to the sideline for the signal for the play. Aplanup lines up his Pirates. This is 4th and 10. Takes the hike, looks to the right, throws to the right side, and it's intended over there for Carson Miller in the end zone, but falls incomplete. A little wide to the right side. kind of a Hail Mary, if you will, but went just outside the pylon on the right side, incomplete. So the Pirates, after no gain, throw in 3 incompletions and turn it over on downs. And it's been that kind of night for the Greensburg Pirates.
It has. 41-14, 4:02 to play here in the ball game. Connersville back on offense. Looks like they've got some substitutions in the ball game now, Doc.
Might have been how that last fumble happened also.
Could be.
So the quarterback for Connersville pitches to the back, goes to the left side, and is brought down. That one being number 40, scored the last couple of touchdowns for the Spartans, Drayden Perez.
Nope, 32 on the carry that time, Doc.
Was it 32?
Yeah, 32. And a big gain.
Jamal Carter, huh?
8 of them.
We'll get to the 29, 8 yards. I concur.
All right, clock running, 3.5 minutes now to play.
Pirates on defense. Trailing 41-14. They'll pass it again to Perez, same player. He goes left side, gets a first down plus.
Out to the 36, they're saying, Doc.
If so, that's 7-yard pickup on the ground. First down for Connersville.
And the good thing is he ran out of bounds and stopped the clock, Doc.
Is that a good thing?
That's
Okay, I'm just asking questions.
Yeah, that gives us more time to stop him here.
And the Connersville quarterback under center. I formation, the ball hits, they'll cover it. But Connersville mishandles that snap. They fall on it.
Quarterback is Devin Maxey, Doc.
Yeah, Maxey, a junior.
And what'd they lose there? 2?
Looks like a 2-yard loss. They were lucky to keep that one.
Under 3 minutes to play now. At Connersville, 41-14, Pirates trail.
So Connersville, they'll put one receiver wide each side, I formation.
I don't think they're going to pass.
This goes to the fullback, first man through, and he rumbles forward close to a first down.
I think that's 44, Doc. Yep.
And they will move the sticks.
44 on the run there, that being Daniel Vaughn. Out to the 48.
47. It's down to
48.
It's to 47, Gary, right on the 47. Wait.
Yep, you're right. No, 48.
Looks like it is the 48.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. So 14 yards on that pickup. Connersville in control. Just over 2 minutes to play. Goes to the fullback again, and he gets the first down.
Another first down as a big rambling fullback.
He was the first man in the eye, got the handoff and a quick hitter right up the center, and they'll move in the chains. They'll place the ball at the 41. That's an 11-yard pickup. Quick burst right up the center. Now working in Greensburg territory at the 41-yard line. Minute 43 to play. Clock on the move. Napoleon State Bank, fourth quarter. Connersville comes to the ball, first down. Same formation, I formation with receiver wide each side. This goes to the tailback. He goes straight ahead and gets a yard. 1 yard carry for number 32, Jamal Carter.
Clock running. It'll be under a minute when they run this next play.
Ball right at the Greensburg 40-yard line. Been a rough night here for the Pirates, Gary.
Yep, bookends.
It
Scored
looked
on
like
their first possession, scored on their last possession.
Even at halftime, it looked like these teams are pretty evenly matched. But boy, that third quarter was just actually the second half, just a big setback here for the Pirates. 2nd and 9, and what do we have here? Is we offside? It's got
to be something, isn't it?
It's either procedure or offsides. We're not sure which.
Oh, I think he just took a knee. Quick snap and a knee.
They're going to let this clock roll down. They're going to line up for the handshakes. There's still 18 seconds left on the clock, but it's over. No more plays to be run here. The final score here tonight is Connersville Spartans 41, the Greensburg Pirates 14. Connersville goes to 2-1. Greensburg 0-3, and that'll do it. This one's in the books. When we return, we'll have stats by Gary, and Gary will interview the coach when we return. We'll be back.
Make this the summer event with a new 2023 Jeep or new 2023 Ram truck from Acre Automotive. Right now, choose from a big selection of new 2023 Jeep Cherokees, Grand Cherokees, Wranglers, Gladiators, or Wagoneers. Or if you're thinking truck, Acres have a nice selection of new 2023 Ram half-ton, 3/4 ton, and 1-ton trucks. See Kevin Milburn, Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, or Dan Rubel at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, 1407 North Lincoln in Greensburg.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy-Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's used car superstore, Buy-Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy-Right Auto, Greensburg's used car superstore.
Decatur County Recycling. Do you have a question about recycling?
How do I dispose of sharps? Can glass and plastic bottles be recycled? How do I dispose of tires and household hazardous waste? Is there somewhere I can take my recyclables? Those are questions for Decatur County Recycling. You can find more online at www.decaturcountysolidwaste.com. Decatur County Recycling, assisting the community in reducing the amount of material taken to the landfill.
Walters Tire services all of southeastern Indiana. And right now, through September 30th, you can get $200 back in rebate savings on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear or Kelly tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. Walters Tire at 220 West Main in Greensburg.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being.
There we go. Morgan's punching buttons. She's getting tired. But we got it done here. It's a post game here tonight. Connersville defeats the Greensburg Pirates 41-14. It was a pretty good ball game all the way up to the first half, and things just kind of went south for Pirates, especially in that third quarter on. In fact, it was a tie ball game until just about 2 minutes left in the first half, while Connersville scored their second touchdown and took a 13-7 lead. Took that into halftime. I thought things were still pretty even at that time, but boy, Connersville, they played and made the difference in the second half, Gary.
That they did. They certainly did. As you said, the second half was the tale of this ball game as They turned a 13-7 advantage at halftime into this 41-14, and the Pirates kind of ended their scores. They scored on their first possession, and then they didn't score again until their last possession, Doc. So that's what we can take away from this on this one, anyone?
Gotcha. You got the numbers? You want to give them to us, Gary?
I can.
Let's do it.
All right, we'll do it. This the big number, 41-14, final score here at Connersville, with the Spartans getting the victory here over the Pirates. We'll start first with some team stats, and again, the team stats, a lot of them will favor the Pirates, but the big number is what matters here. First downs, Connersville has 12, the Pirates with 17 in the ball game. Penalties, Greensburg with 6 penalties for 30 yards. Connersville 4 penalties for 20 yards. Total yards, 303 plays for Connersville on 35 plays. That's 8.7 per. Pirates rack up 219 yards on 65 plays, 3.4 per play. Greensburg rushing, Cruz 16 carries, 95 yards. Rankin 10 carries, 23 yards. Adkins 7 for 53. And Alplanup, these are not good numbers for Alplanup, but got to remember he had several snaps over his head. He has 6 carries for minus 27 yards. Individual passing, Alplanup 12 out of 26 for 86 yards with those 3 picks. Over on the Connersville side, we'll go quickly here. As I said, 303 yards. Their big one, Buchanan, we knew coming in, he was one we had to watch. He carried the ball 16 times for 165 yards, and he scores 4 touchdowns. One of those a kickoff return. Next in line is Perez. He carried the ball 7 times for 87 yards. And then late in the ball game there, Daniel Vaughn came in. He carried 2 times for 25 yards. And we'll leave it at that, Doc. The coach has joined us now to give his take on things, and take it away. I'll let you do this one.
All right, Coach Wes Anderson. Hey, thanks. Thanks for coming up to the booth.
Let's see.
It's tell you what, kind of a tale of two halves. I thought Pirates played pretty well in the first half. In fact, despite being down 6 points at halftime, I felt like we certainly had better than even chance to come out in the second half and play well, but did not happen.
Yeah, I'll be honest, boys. We ran out of gas. We ran out of bodies.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just going to be square with you.
Yeah.
We lost Acton on the second drive of the game.
Yeah.
We lose Isert right before halftime, the right tackle as well. And, you lose your running back and you lose your right tackle. Neither of those things are going to be really great. I told you guys off the air earlier tonight that our team is battling a really nasty flu, and that's not an excuse, but I'm going to tell you, you could see it in our kids' faces in that about the middle of the third quarter, like they just didn't have anything left. And I told them there in the huddle, I said I'm really proud of them for how hard they played. But and I'll be honest, I did not feel the way you felt at halftime.
Is that right?
Because I knew we were going to run out of gas.
Okay.
And I was pressing so hard there in that second quarter to try to get us up by 2 or 3 scores.
Yeah.
Because I felt like I needed the cushion because I knew we were going to run out of gas. We were going to cramp. We were going to have guys really struggle. I knew that was going to be the problem. So we were pushing really, really hard there in that second quarter, trying to get points. And, we got down there on the second drive of the game and, drop one on, 4th and 3 at the 7 or whatever it was. Yeah. And, we had 2 or 3 drives there where we missed some opportunities, and those drives we really needed points. So, like I said, I know you guys kind of from an outsider perspective think, hey, 13-7, we're right in this thing. But I told my coaches there at halftime, I'm like, we've got to try to find a way to get through this third quarter. Guys, I am not at all ashamed of how hard our boys played. We didn't play well in that second half at all. We made a ton of mistakes, but those boys left everything they had out there, and I can't ask for anything more. Like I said, we need to play better. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not happy with the score. I'm not happy with how that second half went at all. But for what we had and the amount of bodies we had by the end of the game, we battled as well as we could battle.
Yeah, your sophomore, Austin Cruz, had to step up more carries than he would normally get. And
yeah.
Thought he played hard to the end.
Yeah, he really did. And, we had so much two-back in the plan tonight. And really, I've wanted to do two-back the whole season, but we lose a lineman early. And I got to put Rankin in a lineman jersey, and he played lineman for 2 weeks. We finally get him back this week. And I ran like 3 plays at 2 back, and then Isert goes down. So we literally had to speed change Rankin out of the 32 jersey back in the 57 on the sideline to try to get him into play guard. And he played guard really well. Again, same thing. I mean, that dude is really, really sick, and he's been fighting a quad injury too. Like, that dude gave it everything he had tonight. But like I said, we ran out of troops. I mean, that's the bottom line. And we had some guys in there at outside linebacker that are 130, 140 pounds, and that big tight end number 9 runs at you and reach blocks you on that toss. I mean, we probably gave up 4 touchdowns just on toss tonight. And really, we just didn't have the ponies to put out there. I mean, we just didn't have the Jimmies and Joes left. They scored 4 touchdowns, and they ran right at where Caden Acton should have been standing tonight, and we lost him on the first drive. So,
was that concussion protocol, or what was happening?
Not totally clear. I asked our trainer to kind of brief me after the game. I'm trying to coach and stuff, so is he in or out? He's out. Okay, sure. Fine. So I'll get the briefing from her later tonight. I don't know the answer to that at this time. My guess is yes, but I don't know that officially.
Gotcha. Okay. Also, Owen Meadows went down. I don't know if he was injured, cramped, tired, exhausted, sick.
He's fighting a strained quad, but I think what happened to him there was some kind of shoulder injury, and I don't think we're going to know until the morning exactly what that is going to be. So he may be off for an MRI or an X-ray, and we'll have to figure that out as well. But, there's another, like, that guy was kind of the fixer for us in the secondary.
Yeah.
And he's, we designed the whole defense this week really around him to make tackles and put him where we thought the ball was going to go. And he played a ton of offense tonight too. And, he gave us all he had till the very end as well.
Okay, very good. So, Gary?
Already, hard to believe, a third of the way of the season. 9 games in there. Yeah, so give us a little report card from your perspective right now on where we stand as a team here with a third of the season under our belts.
Well, if you want a letter grade, it's not very high, obviously. We're 0-3, and we've been blown out 3 times. So there's a lot to be desired in how we're functioning offensively, especially. We really got to go back to the drawing board this weekend and figure out what we're doing in the passing game. And when I say we, I mean me. Like, I'm the coordinator, so that's on me. We have not had as much success in the passing game as we really should with the weapons we have. And, clearly we're asking Bryson to do some things that he's not comfortable with. So we've got to go back to the drawing board on the passing game. I'm really unhappy with how that has functioned. Again, like I said, tonight was the first night we really felt like we had our whole O-line together, and we had them for a quarter and a half, So run game wise, again, same thing. Like, tonight was nice because they kind of just stood there and did what we thought they were going to do, and we ran the ball a little bit better, really, I thought, especially early. Offensively, my letter grade's really low. We're not anywhere close to where we need to be on offense. Defense, I have put Coach Harvey in some really tough spots on defense, and that's with what we've done offensively and what we've done on special teams. So defensively, I think we're hanging in there. The problem is I bet you 1 out of every 3 drives starts from the 30 and in, and that's not a good way to keep the score down.
And it's asking a lot from your defense.
It is asking a lot from our defense. So, we're not very efficient on offense. We're not very efficient on special teams. Our defense really, I think, is okay, but tonight I think they started drives inside the 40, I think, at least 4 times, and we gave up another kick return for a touchdown as well. So, offense, special teams, we have got to improve in a hurry. And defensively, like, if we could just every time we gave the guys a full field tonight, when we had all the ponies in there, we were pretty good, and we were getting stops, and they were punting the ball. So we have to get better. We have to start eliminating these mistakes. I mean, we're really young. I mean, you guys know we're young. I know you guys are saying a lot of names that you guys weren't saying a year ago.
Sure.
So that's part of it. New system, new offense, new defense, new special teams, and a young team. We knew there were going to be headaches. We knew there were going to be bumps. We knew it wasn't going to be easy. But, some of us, it's time to start getting better. And it's time to start making, we've got to be a little bit more coachable and stop making the same mistakes over and over and over and over and practice after practice and week after week. And I told the boys there at the end, I really felt like probably 5 plays lost that game tonight. There was a long toss early to 4 that went towards the scoreboard to our right up here. We failed a 4th down on our second drive when we should have went up 14-7, and we didn't. The kick return to open that kick return, and then we had another drive killed down close by penalties, and then we had another toss where we just totally fit the D gap totally wrong. We didn't even have anybody on the edge, and that was another 50, 60-yard toss that scored. And I mean, again, it's easy to say what if, and it's easy to, hindsight's, well, my dad always used to say hindsight's 50-50, not 20-20. But, it's easy in hindsight to point at this or that or whatever. But, I felt the same way about the Shelbyville game. Like, we do so many good things, and 3 out of 4 plays are really good, but the fourth play is just a crippling backbreaker. Like, it's not even, we made a little mistake and they got 12 yards. Like, it's a 70-yard touchdown. It feels like every mistake we make, it's super magnified. So we just have to start playing cleaner and playing more efficiently. Our offense has to get out of the mud and get going. And, that's on, like I said, that's on me. I'm the coordinator. I've got to do better. I've got to call better plays. I've got to design better stuff on the weekend. I've got to get us in better positions to win, because we did not do that offensively tonight.
Yeah, and you talked about your defense, but they scored off of that opening return. Well, their opening return after we had scored, and then they didn't score again until about 2 minutes, to go.
Left.
So
less than 2 minutes left.
Yeah,
but like I said, I mean, we were pushing and pushing and pushing. I just felt like we were stuck in the mud, and we'd make a mistake, and we'd miss the linebacker. Every time I try to run a sprint out tonight, we let a guy go right in the A gap and sack us for minus 100 or whatever it was. Whatever you said he ran for, minus 29 or something like that. I mean, every time I try to get him out of the pocket and get him moved, we just couldn't protect it right. So, again, young offensive line. We got a lot of guys playing out of position right now. Again, you lose Isert, like the dude that just played the longest in this program, a senior, your right tackle, and it just – you lose your experience up there and you really start to struggle. And we did. And, sometimes it's a war of attrition. And I won't say we played well enough to win in the first half. We certainly didn't. But we played well enough to hang around. And like I said, we just ran out of gas tonight.
Yeah. Next Friday, Coach Kaniga brings in Lawrenceburg. They were in the state championship game last year. They're kind of a level kind of where we're trying to get.
Yep, that would be fair to say.
Yeah.
That's going to be a tough one. That is a really tough offense and defense to prepare for. We started doing a little advanced data on them already. The nice thing in this conference that I really like as a head coach is we have a film pool, so we get every game, every team in our conference plays the whole season, which I think is really good. I started doing some advanced data on them, and golly, they run 100 different formations. They line up 100 different ways on defense. It's going to be a tough weekend of planning to try to find a way for us to be successful against that.
Yeah, at least they don't have Mason Paris on the line anymore. So
that dude was pretty good.
You can say, all right. Well, like I say, it's a tough process and stuff, but it takes a lot to show up again on Monday and get these kids back at it and working.
Yeah.
And even when the success isn't showing the scoreboard, it's a little harder to get back and work, but that's what it's going to take.
Yeah, and like I said, the message tomorrow morning really is going to be 5 plays change the game. I mean, and I really, truly do feel that way. There were a lot of real positives tonight, and I thought we showed some stuff that we showed some flashes of brilliance that we've not shown yet. But the other plays, the negative plays, have to be less negative. Like, we've got to mitigate complete disaster on offense. And again, I've got to design better plays. I've got to call better plays. I've got to put our kids in better positions to succeed. It has to get better.
Yeah, when we get there, you know what? It's going to smell all the sweeter, though.
I hope so.
Because of what you've had to go through here. So.
I hope so.
All right, Coach. Hey, we appreciate your post-game visit. We know
Sure.
It's not easy to come up here after an outing like this and stuff, but some closing words?
No, I mean, like I said, we'll keep fighting. We'll get back in the film room tomorrow. We'll get better, and the goal for this season is to continue to improve and play better football. We're just not playing great football right now, and there is a long way to go to good football, but it is an achievable task, and we've just got to keep pushing.
Got you. Very good. All right. Thanks, Coach.
Yep, absolutely.
Appreciate it.
That's Wes Anderson, coach of the Greensburg Pirates. Came up short tonight. It was Connersville's night tonight, defending their home turf, 41-14, like the coach said. And like many of these types of games, you change 5-6 plays. It's a whole different ball game. But that's football. That's every football game. And that's what we are here tonight. So Connersville advances to 2-1. Pirates 0-3 here early in the season. Will line up at home next week against Lawrenceburg. And that's a That's a tough team to try to pick up your first win against, Gary, is the Lawrenceburg Tigers.
Yes, it will be.
They were in the state championship game last year, and also later in the season, East Central, they were state champions last year in 4A, so ain't got an easy schedule.
No, not at all. But like you said, just continue to try, fight, to get better one game at a time, and let the chips fall where they may.
All right. So, Gary, I guess you got through the stats more or less. Is that right?
Yep, we're done with those.
Okay, very good. So, well, tell you, for all of you listening here and listening to the coach, we sure appreciate you listening to what we had going on here today. Again, the final score here tonight, 41-14, Connersville taking the win. You can listen to us always on AM 1330, FM 104.3, WTRAradio.com. YouTube has our games. Thanks to all our sponsors. Listen to the Coach's Show. It's now been moved to Wednesdays at 6 p.m. So listen to the Coach's Show. The views expressed by these announcers are not necessarily the views held by WTRE ownership and management.
But they should be.
WTRE is locally owned and operated by Sandy Bittiger, Mark Gravely, and Kathy Versman. I'm John Dooley alongside Gary Bailey. Morgan Schofield here running the tech. Actually, she's watching us run the tech. Anyway, Morgan here helping us. Thanks for listening, everybody. Gary, tell them all good night.
Good night, everybody.